Let's go, Trojans!
Tonight's broadcast of Lowell Red Devils, the Lowell Red Devils and the Northwest Crossroads Conference football action on JED TV, RRSN.com video, Facebook Live, and the Regional Radio Sports Network LLC is presented by the 12,000 Hoosier men and women and with Laborers District Council and affiliated local unions that build Indiana. We are LIUNA. State Farm Insurance with locations across Northwest Indiana. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Ivy Tech Lake County with locations in Crown Point, East Chicago, Gary, and online at ivytech.edu. Ivy Tech Community College, our communities, your college. U.S. Marines at 1-800-MARINES or on the web at marines.com. Engravables between Vale Park Road and Glendale on Calumet Avenue in Valparaiso. Horizon Bank with 8 branches in Porter and LaPorte counties. McCullough Implement Company providing the very best in farm, construction, and lawn equipment, machinery repair, and friendly service for over 80 years on West 181st Avenue in Lowell at mcagplus.com. State Farm Insurance Agent Aaron Shirkey, your one-stop shop for service and surprisingly great insurance rates with offices located in Lowell and Cedar Lake. Mi Ranchito Restaurant located on West Commercial Avenue in Lowell. Lang & Realty for residential, commercial, farm investment, and building site realty services. George's, your pregame stop across from Lowell High School and open 7 days a week for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Donald J. Smith, CPA, the sharpest pencil in town for the past 30 years on East Commercial Avenue in Lowell. Calbro Farms, a nursery and garden located on North Halleck Street in DeMotte. Cubit Networks, your technology advocate for security, communications, enterprising networks, and computer support. Powers Health Community Hospital is now just Powers Health. Visit them at powershealth.com. Premier Insurance Group, a Lowell company by Lowell people. Forest Ridge Family Dentistry in Cherville on the line at forestridgefamilydentistry.com. The 2024 Indiana Football Digest, coverage of all high school and college football across the state. Pick up your copy today at indianafootballdigest.com. Property Management Incorporated, Northwest Indiana, the highest rated property management company in Northwest Indiana at PMINWI.com. And Mayor Pete Land in the Crown Point Parks Athletics, Communication and Entertainment Department on the web at crownpoint.in.gov. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, high school football is on the air. Live from Ken Zip Seipold Field in Highland, Indiana. JED TV and the Regional Radio Sports Network bring you Week 5 of the 2024 campaign, the halfway point of the regular season. Your Lowell Red Devils opened the NCC play and the new Inferno last week, hosting the defending conference champs, the Hanover Central Wildcats, and the Cants loved the new turf so much they took the opening night win away from the home team 48-21. Hanover scored on their first 5 drives, and while the RDP didn't quit, they couldn't run with the Cats. Highland was on the road last week at Calumet in Gary, and the 3A Warriors beat the Trojans 26-14. The week before, they were shut out by Hanover Central, who outscored both Highland and Lowell by a combined score of 102-21. And I am happy to report that the Red Devils got all the 21 points. So tonight, 2 squads, both 1 and 3, coming into this game. One's fortunes will improve with a win this evening, while the others will continue to fall deeper and deeper in the NCC ladder. Highland versus Lowell. Todd Kibbe on the call this evening. To my right, Tony McKenna. I know not to archive it if it does. See if it goes red. All right.
We good?
I think we lost you there for a minute.
That was some of my best stuff right there, Todd.
That was really good, too.
I mean, that was, all you need to know about what to invest in the stock market, how to make your next million, and then written it down. It would have been bad.
It down, but
so dangers for both teams.
Right.
Homecoming here for Highland. You don't want to get too amped up. Danger for Lowell is that Highland does come out fired up and Lowell has to take a couple hits, we've seen this offense enough right now for Lowell, the way it's set up. They can't afford to get behind a score or 2 scores and still be in this football game. So really wide open. I wish I could tell you what was going to happen. Actually, I did when we went down for a couple seconds.
Oh, that's true. You did. You were doing that Kreskin thing, weren't you?
But yeah, really, really young. I mean, I'm excited to see some of these freshmen play for Lowell. I'm excited to see the Slavin brothers play. Just sophomores. We'll be seeing them for 2 more seasons, and it's a growing opportunity for both teams. It's going to be a wide open football game. It could be a football game where we see 3 passes total combined between both teams.
True.
Or the coaches have once again coach speaked us into confusion, and they're both going to come out and throw the ball 20 times.
That's probably the way that it's going to work out, so we will find out. The one thing I did want to mention about the game last week at the Inferno, a couple of bright spots. Brody Kowinski hooked up twice with Zach Sharnke for 2 TD passes. That was the first Lowell score on the new field. We were wondering whether it was going to be a run or a a pass, and there you go.
It's a pass, right?
You think it would be a run.
Whatever you think it is, it's going the other way.
But, those are the building blocks, right? And you build on that into you scored on the last play of the game last week as well. Those 2 touchdowns between Kowinski and Sharnke were earlier in the game, but you drove all the way down. You might have been against the 2s for the Wildcats. It didn't matter. You didn't quit. To your point, you've seen progression. You've seen growth the whole time. And that's, again, this is the next step. This is what growth looks like. How do we, how does Lowell take all of that, package it up, and then get ready for this week? So I just want to say that.
Excellent point.
Our pregame's going to roll on. Tell me what you're thinking about tonight's game, Tony. What are you looking for specifically?
So one of the things we saw on tape, Todd, is this Highland defense comes out with a 3-man front, 4 linebackers, but they like to, those outside linebackers, run or pass. They like to blitz, rush, whatever words you want to use. So I'm really interested to see how the Lowell 5-man front or 6, if you bring the H-back in, contends with that front 3, and then if the tackles or an H-back, or if we go to the double wing that Coach likes, to handle those outside linebackers, because if Lowell can handle that front 5, and we saw it last week, if Lowell can handle that front 5, that opens up the running game for 9 and 16.
Right.
And that's just watching the tape of Highland, that's the most interesting thing. There's only 4 games on tape on Slavin and Slavin. It's a law firm, if not a football team.
That's right.
So I'm interested to see how they come out. They really haven't gotten much done on the ground. So can this Lowell defense recover from last week? And look, last week they were playing against one of the top, if not the top running back in the entire region.
Right.
So how does this defense come out, and can they shut down the run? Can they keep it at 47 yards, which is Highland's average, and then deal with the pass and shut this offense down, keep it at 150 yards a game?
Last week they had Caden Verrett. Week 1 they had Larry Ellison. You got the 2 best backs in the entire region. Maybe
tomorrow you got Marshawn Lynch.
Maybe top 10 in the entire state here in this little corner of Northwest Indiana. So it's been a tough row to hoe for the Red Devils, but they are here tonight. Week 5, we are going to take a timeout and come back with our Cues with the Coach and get Coach Kilmer's insight into last week's game, the opening of the Inferno, and a couple of other things. So stick around. We'll be back right after these messages here on the Regional Radio Sports Network, JED TV, and the NWI Football Game of the Week.
Is anybody going to the game Friday night?
If you're having a bad day because of bad coverage, call Premier Group, or we'll block you from disaster.
Blue 42! Premier Group! Premier Group! Hut! Hut!
The Premier Insurance Group, Auto, Home, Business, Life. Jim Langen, owner, 829 East Commercial Avenue in Lowell, Indiana. Call them at 219-695-3031 or email them at jlangen@premiergrpins.com.
Introducing Powers Health, a health system with a new name and a strong legacy of caring for families in our community. One with a tradition of advanced specialized services and a vision for the future. One with a commitment to medical excellence and compassionate care. Everything we do, everything we believe, powers health.
Develop quality citizens who keep our core, our country, and our communities side by side on the winning side. Not for glory, but for honor. For a code that isn't written or spoken, but lived. It's what we do. It's who we are. It's the battle cry of our fighting spirit. Battles won. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
As well as the restroom facility.
Presenting the Horizon Bank elevator pitch. Why aren't we telling you about ourselves? We're waiting for you to tell us about yourself. Our pitch can wait. Horizon Bank. Get a conversation started.
Welcome to Q's with the Coach, where we get to question Red Devil head coach Keith Kilmer before each game of the 2024 season. Coach, we'll get into last week's game in a moment, but the soft opening at the new Inferno was spectacular from our vantage point. It's a phenomenal structure. You got to be pleased with the facilities, albeit a work in progress right now. I'm sure there are bugs to be worked out, but what was it like having your first game there last week?
I mean, it was pretty cool, and you know, the kids were excited, the community was excited. You know, us admins that have been dreaming about this and working on this for the last 4 or 5 years. It was a great night. You know, we wish we could have had a better outcome on the field, but, you know, leading up to that kickoff, you know, everything went about as good as could possibly be for a soft opening.
Yeah, speaking of that, another tough opponent last week in Hanover. All the weapons that they have, you guys settled down in that second half a bit and ended up on the high note with a score at the end of the game. Give us your thoughts on last week's home opener.
Well, you're going to play championship football against a good program that's got some athletes. You can't give them the ball, and the 2 turnovers that led to quick touchdowns put you in a hole right away. And, you know, we found a way. We could move the ball. We could do some things, but you can't give up 5 touchdowns, you know, in the first quarter and a half, and with our offense expect to win. So, you know, hopefully we can get better and we see them in the playoffs and we can close the gap and make it a game.
So tonight, Highland, your opponent, has the same record as your team. They got a common opponent in those Wildcats. You did score 3 times last week, and the Trojans were shut out the week before. Is this a week to, you know, as a chance to kind of get healthy for your team on both sides of the ball?
Listen, we're in no position to look past anybody. I mean, we focused on ourselves this week and then to get better. That's our goal, to get better every week. And I think even last week we got better than the week before. Yeah. There's things that we did that were better. That's our focus this week. You know, Highlands, that's going to be their focus. Coach Geffert does a great job with his team, and you know, it's going to be a battle of 2 teams trying to get the train rolling down the tracks the right way.
Looks like you got some more numbers out here tonight. You're bringing up some younger kids as well to maybe have an opportunity to get some playing time at the varsity level?
Well, we didn't have a freshman game this week, so, you know, those kids, our freshmen are going to play with our JV tomorrow, so we brought the freshmen that have been playing with our JV tonight, you know, and then, you know, maybe some quarters will work out and everybody can get some playing time this week. But for our freshman team's been doing real good. We wanted to reward some of them for their hard work, and we'll reward the rest of them tomorrow at our JV game.
Well, Coach, we're wrapping things up. We always enjoy the time we get to spend together before the game. Give us your keys to tonight's football game to come away with a win here at Highland. Once again, homecoming night for them.
A lot of homecomings in a row here, I believe, right, for the Lowell Red Devils. You know what? We're going to have to play great defense. We're going to have to win special teams, and on offense, we got to limit the turnovers. We got to get first downs. We got to put points on the board. It's really a simple message. It's a simple game. We've tried to simplify things, give our kids a chance to excel and reach their potential, and hopefully tonight we can get on track to doing that.
You believe we're halfway through the season after tonight?
I can't. I mean, it's flying through.
Well, Coach, good luck tonight. Appreciate it. Have fun out there.
Have fun out there, you guys.
See, I said have fun out there. He said
it's on his line, though, Todd.
Said,
I mean, it's.
I know, I did.
It's his signature sign-off. I mean, why did you say, here's Johnny?
I did mess him up. But he did say exactly the same thing. Better on defense, better on special teams, minimize the turnovers. Offensively, we got to score points.
I'm sorry, what week is this? What year is this? How many years have we been doing this?
Infinity.
I think while you have your recorder out, he just hits his recorder, and it's just the same thing. And he fills in team we're playing this week and gives you the coach speak. But, I mean, it's going to be interesting because the biggest thing this team has been missing, and we knew it was going to happen, is consistency. So how can you come out and play 4 good quarters?
Right.
How can you, on offense, drive the ball in Lowell Red Devil fashion for 9, 10, 11 plays, hold on to the ball for 5 or 6 minutes, put the ball in the back of the end zone, and then on defense, how can you avoid the big plays? And that's just something that Highland hasn't had this year. So I think you have an opportunity to keep everything in front of you. The biggest challenge is Jake Slavin is also the leading rusher for this team.
Right.
So you have to, and Coach Gefford is new to this team. What's his philosophy? What's he going to do? How is he going to play this football game? Neither of these two teams have anything to lose. So it's one of those trade-offs of, are you really trying to build on the things that you do as a football coach and you want your football team to do? Or at some point you go, you know what? Let's air it out and see what happens. Let's just throw it all against the wall, and we're going to go for it. So I think you could see some trickeration tonight.
Yep.
I think you could see some teams on quick change try and come in and score right off of that quick change. I'm really interested. We're staring right at the kids. It's a beach surf theme tonight. They got the beach ball. They got the beach balls going. I mean, it was a hearty round of booze as Lowell left the field. So it's always a lot more fun when the kids are into the game. How are they going to drive this Highland football team? I think it's going to be an exciting game. I think I don't know what to think. Right,
2-level teams, looking kind of for their identity,
and young talent on both teams. Right. And it's time for these young kids to start stepping up. Right, 4 games isn't a lot, but if you're lucky, your high school career is probably 36 games. I mean, if you're really good, 48 games ish. So, I mean, you're 11% of the way through your high school career if you're a sophomore on one of these two teams. So, you just don't have a lot of time to grow up and get better. And I think this is a great opportunity for both teams to do that.
We're going to take a time out and come back. We'll look at some starting lineups when we come back. We are here live at the Zip, Ken Seipolt Field here on the campus of Highland High School. Homecoming 2024, the class of 1974 is going to be honored here at halftime. That would be a 50-year.
You know who they played football against?
Who'd they play football against?
Our own Paul Condry.
Oh my gosh, that's right. That's Hobart 74. Look at that right there. How about that? Oops, gave away the password. We'll take a time out, be back right after these messages with the Red Devils and the Trojans here on the Northwest Indiana High School Football Game of the Week on JED TV and the Regional Radio Sports Network.
Get a great deal on making the most of every property with Kubota commercial landscape equipment. From mowers to track loaders to utility vehicles, it's a lineup built to uphold your reputation. Right now, bring home the Kubota Z700 mower for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 60 months. Now through September 30th. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for more details.
We build Indiana. The Laborers International Union of North America builds and maintains roads, bridges, and other essential infrastructure that make us the crossroads of America. So thanks to LIUNA members' work, Hoosiers have a better quality of life, like access to utilities, easier routes to jobs, schools, or medical care, and deliveries keep moving. We build Indiana for good jobs and stronger communities. The Laborers International Union of North America. We are LIUNA.
For a quarter century, Forest Ridge Family Dentistry in Cherville has been serving the dental, cosmetic, and restorative needs of Northwest Indiana and the Chicagoland suburbs. Most dental insurances are accepted and financing options are available. I have put my trust in their skilled hands since 1986. So why don't you schedule that appointment today at 219-756-2345 or look them up on the web at forestridgefamilydentistry.com. Mention that you heard this ad and receive a special discount at Forest Ridge Family Dentistry, 7303 Forest Ridge Drive in Cherville for all your dental needs.
State Farm Insurance asks, what if you're walking out to your car and it's been mashed by a runaway garbage truck? Having a State Farm agent means having a real person to help you when things go wrong. So when accidents happen, you've got someone you know who will be there when you need them. State Farm agent Greg Taylor is at 794 McCool Road in Valparaiso. Call Greg at 219-762-4911. Connie Bernardi, 1072 Joliet Street, U.S. Highway 30 in Dyer, 322-9959.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Tony McHale, Alfonso Royale, and Todd Kibbe here at Highland High School, where tonight the Red Devils and the Trojans will do battle in Week 5. Halftime's always the halfway of the season, Tony.
I know, it just flies by. I mean, you wait for it for the better part of 37, 38 weeks, and then it's just gone again.
So let's take a look at some of the starting lineups. Why don't we hit the? Why don't you do the honors of the Red Devil offense tonight?
So under center, I keep saying under center. That just makes me old.
That's okay.
Under center.
As a center, I take it
under center. The junior, the 6'1", 179-pound number 9, Brody Klowinski. Behind him, as usual, is going to be number 16, Caden Thompson. He's 5'11", 170 pounds, and a senior. The big guys up front, number 50, Levi Snope, 6'3", 245, and a senior. Number 72 at right guard, Cash Komarski. He's 6'1", 229, and only a sophomore. The band in the middle is number 57, Dylan Snade. He's 5'11", 255, and a junior. At left guard is going to be Zach Sanfrantello. He is 6', 229, and a junior. And the left tackle is Mason Brooker, 6'1", 250, and a senior. That line, Todd, averages about 250 pounds. Out on the edges, number 1, Caleb Cataldo, 5'5", 130, and only a junior. On the other side, Max Arredondo, he wears 7. He's 5'8", 162 pounds, and a junior. And the man of the match last week, wearing number 30, Zach Sharkey, 5'11", 180 pounds, and a junior.
Red Devils make their way onto the field, arm in arm, 3x3. They move across to the, let's see, that's the north.
That would be
the west
south
side. Over this is the
this
north.
is the west. Well, west is kind of, the sun was over there in our eyes, right?
Yeah, north, east, west, and south. So I think it's a northwest.
Oh, yeah,
south.
that's pretty good enough.
Close enough. But here come the Trojans. They're breaking through and coming out of there.
Wow, it feels like the speaker for the PA guys right in our ear.
What was that again, the PA guys?
So here's the interesting part, Todd, on defense for the Trojans.
Yep.
Is 2 of their top 5 tacklers are freshmen.
Yep.
The leading tackler is Justin Slavin. He's got 32 tackles from his safety spot. Aaron McCormick, a freshman, 28 tackles, also from a defensive backfield spot. And an outside linebacker, Landon Garrison, wears number 8 as a freshman. So it always makes me nervous when your leading tackler is your free safety. That means your front seven's not really holding up, and we're going to have to see how Brody Klowinski and Caden Thompson deal with that. We've seen if they can get just a little bit of a crease, they're gone. And as I mentioned, with their linebackers crashing from the outside, there's going to be a lot of room once they get through that first line. But also says a lot of great things for the future of this Highland team. What just happened?
So,
for the Highland in this team that the freshmen and sophomores are contributing so much. What was going on out there?
So Coach Gefford had a little bit of a little face-off going on there. 2 guys going at it, trying to pump everybody up. They had 2 sets of 2 guys going in there, and it got trying to get something.
Somebody
going
got knocked on their butt.
Somebody got knocked on their butt each time. So
Todd, the story of this game is the freshman and sophomore. Obviously, the Slavin and Slavin law firm on offense, and then Justin on defense, along with his freshman running mates Landon Garrison and Aaron McCormick. So, how can they hold up against what is a super experienced backfield of Caden Thompson and Brody Klawinski?
We shall see. So the captains are set to meet at the center of the field. 2 of the captains for the Red Devils are in boots. Well, not in boots, but not dressed. So before we get to that, we will go to the national anthem by the Highland Marching Band. Nicely done by the Highland Marching Band. The Trojans in their home blues, a very nice royal blue with trimmed in yellow numbers, yellow helmets with the H on each side. Captains meeting at the middle of the field. That's Matt Kawana, Cam Crago, Caden Thompson, and Brody Kowinski. And for the Highland Trojans, the Slavin brothers, Justin and Jake, along with Jordan Tillman, and number 56, Kobe Durr. So I think they're actually going to flip the coin here.
Uh-oh, that's crazy.
It's actually been done.
Hey, Red Devil fans, the big game is tonight, but before you cheer on Lowell High, why not fuel up at George's? Just across the street from school, George's is the perfect spot to grab a delicious family meal before heading to the stadium. Whether you're craving a juicy burger, fresh salads, or something sweet, George's has you covered. So come on over, bring your friends and family. Let's kick off game night with great food and even better company. Remember, supporting George's is supporting your local community. See you there.
Hey there, did you know that PMI NWI is Indiana's highest rated property management company in Northwest Indiana? Whether you own one property or multiple, we're here to make your life easier. No contracts required. Let Property Management Incorporated handle the headaches while you enjoy your investment. Visit us at PMINWI.com or call us at 219-318-1244. Let's see how we can help you get the most out of your properties. And don't forget to check out our Google reviews.
So, Todd, the Highland Trojans won the coin toss and have deferred to the second half. So they're going to put that young defense on the field against the Lowell offense and challenge Lowell to put a drive together to start this football game.
Let's see how that plays out for the first-year coach, Coach Ben Gefford. Again, he is 1-3 on the season, 0-1 in the NCC. He's 31-19 overall. All those first 4 years were at his alma mater, Griffith High School. But again, this is where he started his career back in 2012. So, all the dynamics. Back home again in Indiana, huh? Back home again in Indiana State. Come from the region, go to Indiana State.
The Sycamores.
So,
looking to lead with purpose? Rooted Influence by Ryan Lutz is a game changer you've been waiting for. Dive into the gripping story of a football coach determined to prove his doubters wrong and a former quarterback struggling to reclaim his life. Together, they discover the true essence of leadership. Rooted Influence, a journey of resilience, redemption, and finding the root of lasting leadership. Whether you're on the field or off, this book will inspire you to lead with impact. Get your copy today. Available on Amazon or go to RyanSpencerLutz.com. for more information.
And Donald J. Smith, CPA, at 1203 East Commercial Avenue in Lowell, has been servicing the tax and accounting needs of his clients for the past 34 years. You can reach the sharpest pencil in town at 219-696-1040 or on the web at donaldsmithcpa.com.
Todd, Colton Scott in the football game, getting ready to return this football.
Along with Gabe Gutierrez back deep. Gavin Gutierrez, excuse me.
And Caleb Cataldo is on the 20-yard line on the far sideline.
So teeing it up. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, so Highland is going to bring the ball not to the X in the center of the field, but bring it to the near hash, try and cut this football field in half, and help their coverage team.
Justin Slavin will be doing the honors tonight.
Anything he doesn't do?
I think it's a good thing the Slavins are here.
My goodness gracious.
Offense, defense, special teams, you got it. 12 minutes on the big board. We are ready for week 5. The Red Devils and the Trojans here at the Zip. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful night for football, and we are underway. A little bit of a pooch kick. Goes to one of the up men. That's Zach Sharnke. Gets hit at about the 36-yard line. Maybe we'll get to the 38. Stopped by Samaje Kirk. And the Red Devils have pretty good field position to get things started. Let's call it 1st and 10 at about the 38-yard line.
38, yeah. So a huge advantage for the Red Devils. Kicking game a little bit challenged for the Trojans. We'll have to see how that affects their place kicking when they score. Probably have to force them to go for it a lot on 4th down.
They send 3 receivers to the top of your screen, 1 to the bottom. Little quick pass to number 2. That's Rowan Vasco with a nice little pitch and catch out in the flat. Get yardage up to about the 44-yard line. Call it a gain of 6. It'll be 2nd down and 4.
Todd Highland was offsides on that. I'm not sure what the line judge was looking at, but the left defensive tackle was basically in the backfield when that ball was snapped.
43, so let's call it a gain of 5 when they spot it down. So it's 2nd and 5.
So they changed a little bit. They're bringing 5 guys on the line of scrimmage rather than having those 2 outside linebackers.
The linebackers have got on their haunches, too. There's Caden Thompson's first carry. He's going to get maybe to the 45. A host of yellow lids on that tackle.
So opposed to what we saw last week, Todd, where Hanover Central played it straight and didn't blitz their linebackers on every play. Right now, these first 2 plays, Highland's bringing 9 guys to the line of scrimmage and daring Lowell to throw this football.
Junior Josh Salas with that last tackle. So it's 3rd down and 4 at the 44. They need to get to the 48-yard line to get that first down. Shotgun again. Kolwinski pulls it down, cuts it back. He's got a 1st down and more. He's into Trojan territory, down to about the 42-yard line. Great run by Brody Kolwinski, just pulling it down. He's got 183 yards on the season and a couple of TDs. Got a lot of yards on that one to the 41. First down, Red Devils.
So this is what we talked, the challenges of the football game and what Highland would come out and do, Todd. That play, they had 8 players within 4 yards of the line of scrimmage. If Lowell can block that up and get Kolwinski or Thompson a hole, there's going to be some big gainers tonight.
Early part of the ball game, first down. There's Kolwinski, and he slips at the 46-yard line and goes straight down. Salas was there, but there was a little misdirection of Aaron Dondo coming in motion, trying to shake things up a little bit, but Kolwinski just lost his footing.
Yeah, so the linebackers for Highland are not even trying to read pass or run. They are just coming forward as this. We saw the first play, Highland jumped off sides. I think if Brody Kolwinski wants to go a little bit of a hard count here, he could get half the Highland defense to jump offside.
That would be Nathan Villagomez and Josh Salas in the inside linebackers. Here comes the corners. They're going to try it again. There goes Kolwinski straight up the gut to the 20-yard line, still on his feet, driving into the red zone. First down, Red Devils on another. Brody Kolwinski going between the C gap on the left side. 1st and 10, Lowell. Oh, that's not in the red zone. Sorry, that's the 26-yard line.
That's okay. But, Todd, this is what we're talking about. Highland is selling out, trying to make big play after big play. But it's if Lowell can block with 5 the front line and just part a little bit with Kolwinski's vision, he's going to pick up some big gainers. That was for 19. The previous run was for 15.
In the shotgun once again, steps back, little flare pattern to Wogelmuth. Wogelmuth goes down to his shoelaces. Did he catch it?
Okay,
They're going to call it a catch. He should have let it drop. He's going to lose a yard. Well, use the half yard, so call it the 27. So it's going to be 2nd down and 11 at the 27.
Great job by Kane Thompson again. Stepped up, picked up the blitzing linebacker. But I think if this is going to be the strategy all night for Highland, Lowell's going to be able to hit some big gainers, go deep into their playbook. Look for a wheel route. Look for 30's going out as a wide out this time to the far hash, one-on-one.
Vasco and Arredondo. Now Arredondo goes in motion. They give it to Caden Thompson on the trap. He gets into the red zone this time, down to about the 19-yard line. 8:25. The clock continues to wind here. First offensive drive of the night.
So they got to get to the
team.
They got to get to the 16, Todd. So obviously, 2-down territory here. I wouldn't be surprised to see 9 keep it this time. Kowinski, except for when he slipped, hasn't been stopped.
3rd down and 2 at the 18. Brody sets the line, takes the snap, bit high. Here comes, has to kind of bounce it out to the left side, looking for that corner, and there's a flag down at the 21. That's going to come back.
That's going to make it this 3rd down call now interesting. 3rd and 12. But I think if you look, you got Sharkey on the last 2 formations, up at the top of the formation, 1-on-1, not really any safety help. Safety's in the middle of the field. There's a slant open for Lowell if they want to take it. So that ball's going to go back to the 28-ish.
Holding the call. There's the walk-off. Back to the 28, as you said. So it's going to be 3rd down.
You never know.
12.
Sometimes they.
Under 8 to go here. Clock stopped on the last play as Kowinski was driven out of bounds.
And the penalty.
Beautiful night. Still a warm night, Tony. We haven't had a cool one yet.
I meant to give you the weather report,
Week
Todd.
5, and it's still kind of toasty. Late September.
Back in, we did that the
you
other
remember?
day. 77 degrees here and almost kickoff.
Rolling left, Kowinski. Underneath, leads Arredondo just a little too far.
I don't love that play. Slavin out there on the coverage, but you're setting Arredondo out there to get just murdered.
Well, he was kind of laying back and trying to let the defense flow.
The ball was late. The ball should have come out sooner if that's where Klawinski wanted to go.
Kind of in that dead man zone at the 28-yard line. Can't kick it, so we're going to go for it.
But Slavin was coming up, and that could have been.
Empty backfield now for the Red Devils.
So 2 safeties this time, Todd.
Let's see what offensive coordinator Jeremy Bilka has teed up. Looking deep, lets it fly over the top into the end zone. Arredondo with the catch, touchdown Red Devils.
What a beautiful ball.
Between 2 players, 2 defenders back there, Slavin and I think it was Mark Dial. Wow.
That might have been the best pass I've seen from Klawinski in 2 years. I mean, that was just beautiful. Timing was right. He let the ball go. Arredondo was there. Arredondo ran through the football, didn't try and stop and get it. Just a beautiful play. Great play design.
In to attempt the extra point will be Dylan. Oh, shoot. I didn't even put him on. Biaggi. Kick is up, and it's good. So just like that, 4 minutes and 17 seconds, the first 4 minutes and 17 seconds off the clock, a 9-play, 62-yard touchdown, 28-yard pass from Kowinski to Arredondo. Biaggi gets the field goal, or the extra point, 7-0 Red Devils.
Where can you get good neighbor service and surprisingly great insurance rates? At State Farm, because State Farm agent Aaron Shirkey is your one-stop shop with offices in Lowell and Cedar Lake for the service you deserve at the price you want. So stop looking around. State Farm agent Aaron Shirkey is ready to help. Call 219-690-1100 for your surprisingly great rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
So a 4th down pass from Brody Kowinski to Max Arredondo. His first touchdown of the season. That's the 3rd TD for Kowinski. 2 were last week to Sharkey. Dylan Basacci comes in, adds the extra point. We've got our first lead of the night, and I need to get it on the board. Sorry, folks.
Put it on the board.
Put it on the board, yes. 7-0 Red Devils over the Trojans now. They will get to counter and see how their offense plays it out. So Versace has it teed up. The 6 foot, 165-pound sophomore. Back deep. One Slavin, and I believe the other is a
Mark Dale, maybe?
Mark Dial.
Dial? Well.
There's the kick. It's going to go to Slavin at about the 2-yard line. Straight up the middle of the field. Cuts to the left. McNorton is there along with Lincoln Schneider.
Great job by McNorton, Todd. Staying in his lane right there. Resisted the temptation to crash because Slavin tried to cut it back out towards that Highland sideline, and McNorton was right there to make that tackle.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Trojans at their own 27-yard line. 7 minutes and 37 seconds here to play in the first frame. So let's see how the sophomore Slavin twins, Justin the wideout, 6'1", and Jake the quarterback, 5'10", wears number 10. He's in the shotgun. And an empty backfield to get things started. 3 receivers to the left side, 2 to the right for the Trojans. Kicks, sends a man in motion. There's the handoff to Tillman. Tillman cuts it up. Nice job by number 46, Matt Gangswitch.
Yeah, he engaged his block. Great leverage there. Kept his inside shoulder free. Shed the blocker. Came back with a big hit.
Call it to the 31, past the 30-yard line, so we'll make it the 31. A gain of 4 on the play. It's going to be 2nd down and 6.
Who'd you get on that run, Todd?
That was Jordan Tillman, number 24.
Thank you.
Tillman, 21 rushes on the season, 142 yards, almost 7 yards a carry. He's now in the backfield with Slavin. Moves from the left side to the right. Man comes in motion. They fake the handoff. Nice job. Levi Snope is right there eating up Jake Slavin. The fake handoff to
nowhere to go, Todd. Just penetration by a couple of Red Devils right there. Loss of a yard.
Spot it back at the 30-yard line, so it's going to be 3rd down and 7.
So here's where the Trojans didn't want to be. Behind the chains, 3rd and long, averaging 110 yards. I think you got to look for 3, right? You got to look Slavin to Slavin here. His favorite target with 11 catches on the year.
Done it for quite a while.
He's way out on the far numbers.
He's right at the numbers at the top of your screen. There's the snap. It comes back this way. Bounces in the air. Caught. Picked off by Roan Vasco. Vasco with the INT, his first interception of the season. He's got a reception on the offensive side. Now he's got an interception. And the Red Devils have great field position at the 23-yard line.
That may be the highest bounce of a football alpha helmet that I've ever seen.
That gave me time to look down to see who
it was. Yeah, that play, Todd, right there was not going to pick up the first down. Anyway, just unfortunate. Ball went through the receiver's hands, bounced straight up in the air, and the Red Devils are in great shape.
Ball at the 23-yard line. 1st and 10 for Lowell. Offensive line set. Handoff goes to Thompson through the A-gap left side. Eaten up immediately by number 56. That's Kobe Durr.
Really, that's the first play that there hasn't been any room for either of the 2 runners for Lowell. Great penetration by the Highland defense.
They'll give him a yard to the 22. It's going to be 2nd down and 9. Under 5:45 to play here in the first. Red Devils with the early lead.
Looking at Sharkey again, Todd. No safety help over top of the screen.
You're right. Oof. They call Kowinski, goes to the right side, puts the shoulder down, gets hammered hard. First one there was Dial. Mark Dial, the 5'10", 152-pound junior. He started games last year. So he spotted at about the 17, I think?
17.
Okay, so the 17.
But, yeah, so, Todd, the left side of the Highland defensive line collapsed that time. I think if Kowinski had cut it more inside, there was a lot more room. He tried to bump it outside. But great blocking by that Lowell right side of the Lowell offensive line gave Kowinski all kinds of room.
Oh, and I don't know who 8 is. Good heavens, we got to get number 8 figured out. The snap is back. They hand off to Thompson. Thompson tries to sweep the left side. Getting around the corner, he does. Looking for the end zone, no, but he gets ran out of bounds after he picks up the first down for the Red Devils inside the 10, down at about the 6-yard line.
And great job by Sharkey out there, Todd, on the outside or the inside linebacker. He let go just in time. He wanted to hold on just a bit second, and you could see the side judge looking at him, waiting to throw that flag, but opened up that left side of the offensive line just enough for Caden Thompson for a big gainer.
Bo Eisen is number 8. That's why 8. So here we go. First and goal at the 6. 4:51 on the clock. Tight formation this time. Kowinski turns, gives to Thompson. Thompson gets across the 5. Coming around the backside that time was Adam Kamel from his defensive tackle spot.
Down to about the 4, Todd. Maybe they're calling it the 3. So
Calling it the 3, so we'll call it second and goal at the 3. 5th play of the drive for the Red Devils, under 4.5 to go here. Now Vasco past the hash marks on the right side, ball near the left hash. Full house backfield in there with with Kowinski. Kowinski dives, looks for the end zone. Touchdown, Red Devils.
Great job. Brody wanted to take that outside, spotted the hole on the inside, dove from about the 1.5-yard line, made it into the end zone, and the Red Devils have an early 13-0 lead.
Look at that. I'm going to even put that up there. Bingo. Get it online so they can actually see it when it actually happens. In to attempt the extra point will be Dylan Bisacci. The holder, well, that's not Cam Crago anymore. The long snapper is Malachi Goodall. Gavin Gutierrez with the hold. The kick is up, and it is good.
Because I'm your guy, Todd, a
Yes,
minute
sir.
and 59 seconds.
Thank you, sir. 5 plays, 23 yards, a 3-yard touchdown run by Brody Kowinski. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the season on that 1 minute and 59 second drive.
Did you miss the start of fall semester at Ivy Tech Community College Lake County? You can still enroll in classes that begin in October. Our next set of 8-week classes start October 21st. This means you have time this year to earn credits towards your degree or certificate. Whether you're fresh out of high school or a working adult, Ivy Tech has flexible programs that fit your schedule and budget. Visit ivytech.edu to enroll or apply. Call 219-392-3600 or visit any of our locations in Crown Point, East Chicago, or Gary. Let Ivy Tech be your first step to success.
Hey, Mayor Pete Land and the Crown Point Pace Department are always proud to support Crown Point Athletics and say, go Bulldogs. Crown Point remains dedicated to preserving history, celebrating everyday life, and providing the best in city services and encouraging smart growth. Everyone is invited to enjoy the last movie night with the library. Let's try that again. Everyone is invited to enjoy the last movie night with the library of 2024 on the 27th at Bulldog Park. That's a week from tonight. This month's movie is Kung Fu Panda 4. The gates open at 7 o'clock. The movie begins at 7:30.
I haven't seen that one, Todd.
I haven't either. We had to leave one of the Kung Fu Pandas because my daughter, the very first one, I think it was a little too loud for her. Bisacci puts a foot into it. Slavin at the 6. Looks to the right side. Tries to accelerate. Hits the wall at about the 25. And the white jerseys of the Red Devils bring him down. That's where they start their second offensive possession.
So let's see what Coach Gefford wants to dial up here, Todd. You got a young quarterback. Interception wasn't really his fault. It was a good ball, just went through the receiver's hands. Do you continue to open this offense up a little bit, or do you get conservative, put the ball in his hands, let him run it a little bit, see if you can get a drive going, not give the ball right back to Lowell?
So Jake Slavin, 5th interception. That last one by Eisen.
There's a timeout on the field. Referee timeout.
He's got something wrong with the attire on number 3 or number
1.
So Jaden Arredondo.
We need a player, though. There we go.
And coming in will be number 36 for the
35, maybe?
Elijah Robinson. Is it 35 or 36?
I got 35. I think I saw 36. It looked like he was injured, maybe.
No, it's 36 because
Okay.
that's 39's a 5'9", 143-pounder.
Huh,
That is not him. Slavin looks left, gets to his brother, and he drops the ball at the 32-yard line, covered extensively that time by Roan Vasco.
I think Vasco got a hand in there, Todd, knocked it out. He got caught a little in between there. He could have had a pick 6 right there.
Yeah.
Instead, Slavin almost held on to that, and it would have been a big gainer.
Kind of telegraphed it too. I think if you're covering 3 tonight, you got to have that extra sense that you're going to see more balls than you wouldn't. 4:05 remaining here in the first. Clock stopped on the incomplete pass. 14-0 is the score. Red Devils up early. Scored on their first 2 drives. Took the opening kickoff in for the score, and then an interception by Vasco. Now the right side, there goes Slavin. He puts the shoulder down. It looks like he's got first down territory. Nice run by the sophomore that time.
Yeah, great job by him. Didn't really get touched. Tucked it under, went over that right side of the Trojan line. They went counter to the motion, and I think Lowell was flowing to the Trojan sideline.
So first down for the Trojans at the 35-yard line. So 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Tillman now moves to the left side of Slavin. Slavin kicks, sends the man in motion. That's Arredondo. He's going to take the jet sweep, cuts it in, and nothing doing. Nice job that time by Jake Scharnke to turn him back into the arms of Aiden Wogelmuth and Lincoln Schneider.
Yeah, way to set the edge. That was a great job. Didn't allow him to really get outside the hash marks, and all the Lowell defenders were flowing in. Second time they've run that play, Todd. So I don't want to call that trickeration, but they're trying to figure out a way to get outside of that interior of the Lowell defense. They really haven't taken it up inside yet.
No, they've not challenged the likes of Steve Lenardi, Dylan Cindy, and even Levi Snope.
I think they did once, and Slavin got tackled for a 3-yard loss.
Didn't work out too well. Slavin looks right, sets up, overthrows his intended receiver, which was Arredondo Jaden, covered by Arredondo Max. I wonder if they're cousins.
So you just yell out Arredondo or Slavin, you're going to be
pretty much
20% of the time. Yeah, you're good
okay.
Either way.
So incomplete pass brings up a 3rd down and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So behind the sticks again on the previous drive. This is where the interception came. Everything that Highland's done so far has been short, either right at the line of scrimmage or just across the line of scrimmage. See if they try and go deep, Todd. Take the top off of this defense a little bit.
Tillman now shifts to the right side. Ball on the left hash for the Trojans. Slavin takes the snap. Here comes the pressure. Steps into it. Lets it fly. Looking for his brother. Overthrown. Incomplete.
Great job by Arredondo. Arredondo is right there. Slavin, Jake, nice arm. I mean, he let that ball fly. Just overthrew his brother by about 4 or 5 yards. So they're going to have to punt, Todd, and Lowell will get this football back.
And I think it will be Justin Slavin will do the punting. So he just ran, about 40 yards and trotted about 40 back. And now he's got to set up and punt. So the long snapper is to be number 60. I don't have a 62, so we'll figure that out later. 2 minutes and 50 seconds remaining here in the first. Slavin takes the snap, puts a foot into it. Low driver. Arredondo lets it roll. Frustrated with himself. It gets inside the 20-yard line. Still rolling down to about the 14.
Not sure he really was ever going to pick that up, Todd.
I don't think so either.
The 2024 Indiana Football Digest contains stories and pictures on over 320 high school teams and more than 20 college programs in the state. The 400-page publication breaks down the top players and teams to watch this fall, along with special features and human interest stories. The IFD is available online at www.indianafootballdigest.com.
And go ahead.
In the market to buy or sell a home in Northwest Indiana? Look no further than Scott Miller Realtor. Scott Miller is a 5-star rated broker with numerous awards and accolades, such as top 1% of all teams within Berkshire Hathaway nationally and the Pursue Realty Group's top producing agent. Scott Miller, who was born and raised in Northwest Indiana, is a family man and philanthropist. If you want results, call Scott Miller at 219-263-3039 or visit his website at listandbuywithscottmiller.com. You know what time it is. It's Scott Miller time. Sorry about that, Tom.
That was Caden Thompson time. No problem, Tony. Caden Thompson took the pitch from the quarterback, Brody Kolwinski, shot around the left side and picked up a good close to 15 yards. And there appears to be a penalty flag, though.
Yeah, on the sideline, right at the 20,
yep.
right
on the gold.
Yeah,
you can see a lump.
So it's a weird place for a hold, though. But
that was a huge run.
Holding.
It was 1st and 10 at the 13.
So it'll be 1st and 13.
Holding on the Red Devils.
At the 20, so what do they do?
They'll take it to the 10.
To the 10? It's
So
a spot foul, right?
Spot foul, so it should go to the 10. So, unfortunately for Caden Thompson, he gets credited with a 7-yard gain instead of a...
Well, that started at 13, so is it in a -3?
No, he gets 7.
Oh,
and then you get the penalty.
Oh, gotcha. So it's 1st and 13 now, back at the 10. Still first down, though.
Right.
2.5 to go. Aaron Dondo and Sharnke now split to the right side. Wogelmuth in the H-back spot on the right side. Caden Thompson in the backfield. There's the fake handoff. Brody Kowinski sprints up the side, cuts it back inside, still on his feet, past the 35-yard line, out of bounds at the 39. Brody Kowinski and his fleet of foot running up the left side in front of the Red Devils sideline. First down, Lowell.
Yeah, Justin Slavin took off at a dead sprint from his safety spot, but he was only able to get a fingertip on Klawinski at about the 30-yard line, and Brody picked up another 9 yards after that contact. And right now the Lowell offense doing whatever they want, Todd. Their front five is just dominating this football game.
29 yards on that pickup to the 39-yard line. 1st and 10, Red Devils. Ball on the far hash. Takes the snap, hands to Thompson, tries the A-gap on the right side, cuts it back to the left side, gets brought down by the shirt tails by number 2. That's Nathan Villagomez.
So penetration that time from the right side of the Trojan defensive line. Not great blocking. Into the game comes number 71, Jordan Thomas. Another sophomore, 5'8", 257 pounds. Get in there at nose guard.
Try
and
to just
stop up that
stuff.
middle. But just the emphasis on how young this Highland team is.
Aaron Dondo goes in motion. They fake the handoff. Thompson tries the right side. Nice job of spreading it out by the Highland squad. In on that stop was number 4, Logan Ashcraft. They're going to give him a yard to the 41. So coming in small chunks here. It's going to be 3rd down and 8. 4th play of the drive, under a minute to go here in the first.
So the Trojans just daring Lowell to throw the football right now, Todd. There's nobody in the middle of the football field. If you can get an H-back or a slot receiver just to sit down right where a middle linebacker would be,
right,
it's going to be wide open, because as you look at this play,
everybody's packed in.
They're walking up. So now they go 2 safeties.
Too high on the defense. There's the fake. Kowinski, the left-hander, rolls left, throws it, has his man, Sharnke, catch, and first down right at the midfield stripe.
What a grab by Sharnke. Came back, dove for the ball, but he was wide open. Kind of a low ball. Nobody else was going to get it. They're going to put it down on the big stripe, Todd. But great catch. Got his arms under the ball, kind of cradled it in, didn't let it move as he hit the ground. And the Red Devils is this like neutral territory right here?
I think it is neutral territory.
And the point of the football rests on the 50.
I think they're going to let the clock wind out here, or run out here at the end of the first quarter. Get a little bit of a breather. We'll take a timeout, too, after the end of ones. Been all Red Devils, 14-0 over the Trojans. Back after these messages.
Opportunities are everywhere, even right around the corner. That's where you'll find Horizon Bank, going beyond to make a difference in our community. Whether you're starting a business or a family, expanding your kitchen or your customer base, drop by and see us for friendly service, local expertise, and solid financial advice. Horizon Bank, beyond ordinary banking. Learn more at horizonbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Engravables, located at 2005 Calumet Avenue in Valparaiso, between Vale Park Road and Glendale, across from McDonald's, is your headquarters for awards, trophies, plaques, name badges, and rubber stamps. For more information, stop in or give them a call at 219-477-5656. Their web address is www.engravables.net. That's Engravables, 2005 Calumet Avenue in Valparaiso.
Mi Ranchito, located at 149 West Commercial in Lowell, is open every day from 11 to 10 for lunch and dinner. They offer their customers a complete menu featuring seafood chimichanga, steak fajitas, tacos, and burritos.
Their phone number is 219-696-2270. Regional Radio Sports thanks Mi Ranchito Restaurant in Lowell, a proud supporter of Lowell Athletics, for help making the broadcast of this game possible.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Tony McHale, Todd Kibbe, and Alfonso Royale here at Highland, where it's been all Lowell in that first quarter, 2 touchdowns, and they're driving to start the second.
Yeah, Todd, this drive's already been 5 plays. Highland has a total of 8.
And it started on the Red Devil 13-yard line. Remember, Brody Kowinski had a 29-yard run to get them some breathing room, and now they're just continuing from here. They fake to Thompson. Kowinski dives forward across the 45 down to the 44, stretching out. Nice job that time. The tackle by number 33, Josh Salas.
And penetration again from the Highland defensive line. Just couldn't bring Kowinski down. Kowinski ducked back inside, and everybody else was blocked, so it enabled him to pick up about 6 yards.
So we call it 2nd down and 4 at about the 44-yard line.
Near hash, you have everything on the right side of the Lowell offense wide open. Now you put an H-back in with the 2 receivers to the top of the screen.
Malachi Goodall in the slot to the right side. Little flare pattern to Wogelmuth. I heard you take a deep breath on that one, Tony. Ashcraft comes up with the tackle, but not until Wogelmuth had a nice little wheel. Is it a wheel route, Tony?
I call that a wheel route.
Wheel route, Tony, to the 41-yard line, so it's going to be 3rd down and 1.
I would ask my quarterback not to lead my receivers so far. Wogelmuth was a little bit extended.
Was that you going?
Yeah, it's just you look at it and you can see a big collision coming.
Right, you sure can. So it's 3rd down and 1. Ball on the right hash. There goes Kowinski. He's got the 1st down and more. Basically untouched to the 35-yard line. He goes out of bounds at about the 33.
And this
32.
Sorry, Todd. This is what we talked about at the top of the show. With those outside linebackers crashing almost on every play, the 2 inside linebackers basically filling the A-gap, there's nobody on the outside. Once Caden Thompson or Brody Kowinski gets to the outside, it's going to be a big pickup. So the Trojans are going to have to make some adjustments to this scheme because the Red Devils just aren't running the ball up inside right now.
1st and 10 at the 32. 8th play of the drive early on here in the second frame. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. H-back to the right side. Kowinski looks, assesses, gets to about the 25-yard line. Nathan Villagomez with the tackle.
You saw how he held that ball, Todd?
Yes.
They are going to run that option right there. He was looking for Caden Thompson, but instead he cut it up inside for the 7-yard gain.
So the ball rests at the 25-yard line.
But we'll have to see if that comes out again. That was a little speed option.
Bo Eisen at the bottom of your screen, just in the corner. There's the pitch to Thompson to the right side, looking for the 1st down markers. He's got it. He gets driven out of bounds, but he gets into the red zone down to about the 17-yard line.
The other thing, Todd, that the Red Devils are doing, they're putting a receiver in the slot, which is forcing one of the outside linebackers to walk off the box, right? Walk outside, cover that slot receiver. Now you're running against only a 6-man box, and this is where Lowell thrives.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line for the Red Devils. Thompson goes in motion. A little flare pattern goes off to Eisen. Eisen with the catch and run. Touchdown, Red Devils. Nice pitch and catch to Bo Eisen for the score. 2nd touchdown pass tonight for Brady Kowinski, just like last week. These 2 came, though, in the first half, and the Red Devils are pouring it on here early.
Yeah, Todd, beautiful play. They sent Caden Thompson in motion to the pass side, to the play side, brought Eisen back inside, so you still had an extra blocker out there. Eisen basically caught the ball at the hash marks, ran into the end zone untouched. So beautiful play call. You knew where Kowinski knew where the ball was going, didn't have to make a decision. The play was fast, and you took advantage of this aggressive Highland Trojan defense.
Malachi Goodall with the snap, Gavin Gutierrez with the hold, Dylan Bisacci with the kick. It's up and good. Just like that, the Red Devils up 21-0 with 9:44 remaining here in the first half.
When it comes to your technological needs, Qubit Networks cares about your quality of experience. Located at 103 Polk Street in LaPorte, Qubit Network wants to build client relationships that withstand the test of time and changing technology. You can buy technology from anywhere, but Qubit Network's dedication to making your purchase a great one is a difference you have been looking for. Give them a call at 219-369-4357 or visit them online at qubitnet.com. Qubit Networks, moving and storing data fast and safe.
So just like that, that was a 10-play drive, 87 yards in 4 minutes and 53 seconds. A 17-yard touchdown pass from Brody Kowinski, his second of the night. The first one to number 8, Bo Eisen, the 5'10", 160-pound sophomore. Bisaccia adds the extra point. It's 21-0 Red Devils.
Somebody take a timeout here, Todd, or do we go full media timeout?
I think we'll go full media time.
At Langen Realty, we believe that everyone is family. From our dedicated team to our valued clients, you're always at home with us. As proud Red Devil alumni and former athletes, we're not just part of the community, we're rooted in it. We're committed to guiding our neighbors through every real estate transaction with the ease and care that only family can provide. Langen Realty, where your journey becomes our journey, and together we find your perfect place to call home.
We'll get to the good folks at Calbro Farms because this is their season right after the kickoff here by Dylan Bisaccia. Back deep to return, Justin Slavin. And I believe that's Mark Dial on the far side.
So they haven't really tried to avoid Slavin. He's had both returns, or all three returns so far.
He stands at about the 4-yard line. Bisaccia puts a foot into it. It's going to go right between them.
Little miscommunication there. Slavin thought Dial was going to get it. Dial thought Slavin was going to get it. So the ball comes out to the 20. And we'll see if this Highland offense can generate anything, give their defense a break, even just move this ball a little bit, get a couple first downs. But this is the struggle they've had the entire season, Todd, is they're just not really able to move this football.
Calbro Farms has seasonal produce like sweet corn, watermelon, and cantaloupe. Their complete line of produce market is located at 17011 Wicker Avenue in Lowell and 1308 North Halleck Street in DeMont. They're open from 9 to 6 Monday through Friday and 9 to 5 on Saturday. For more information, check them out on Facebook at Calbro Farms. So 1st and 10 for the Trojans at the 20-yard line. They got to get something going here, T.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it is. I think you're going to have to see if Slavin can pick up some yards. Jake Slavin pick up some yards running the football. That's been their most successful play so far. But 2 receivers on the either side of the line of scrimmage.
Empty backfield. Tillman comes in motion. They hand off to him on a jet sweep. Cuts it inside. Met immediately. Hey, there's the freshman we were talking about, Cameron Hazlett. Getting a little PT. No gain on the play to the 20. 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, it's kind of similar to what Lowell has struggled with through the first 4 games of the season. Lowell just keeps walking people up on the line of scrimmage. So trying to spread the defense isn't working because there's no threat right now that anybody has to drop back and cover a pass. So everybody stays home, and that's the 3rd time that jet sweep hasn't worked.
Mason Brooker, Juan Perez also in that front 3 for the Red Devils along with the freshman. There's the handoff. The freshman, Perez nearly has a tackle for loss, but Slavin does a nice job of bouncing it outside. Flag comes flying from the from the referee.
Yeah, I think what they're going to call, Todd, is there was a block in the back outside of the tackle box.
Yeah.
So great job by Slavin. You know, he was hit about the 15, made it all the way out to the 24.
Juan Perez has got
they're gonna
2 sacks on the season.
So they're going to mark it. Where are they going to?
Where they gave it to him? To the 25?
Push in the back.
So it's at the 15? Oh, no.
No, 10 from the 20.
They walked it off from the 25.
Yeah, but I don't know why they did that.
Okay.
But
so it's whatever it is, it's still 2nd down. It's 2nd and 20 now at the 10. 8:53 remaining here in the first half.
Yeah, I mean, Slavin did a great job evading 3 tackles there. Just his running back tried to come back and help him and blocked Sharkey in the back.
So Tillman moves to the right side. Slavin takes the snap, little pitch and catch to Dial. Incomplete pass. Went right between his hands.
And all right, Jake Slavin not getting any help from his receivers. That interception on the first drive, not his fault, right? Ball was right in his receiver's eyes. and that one was right belt high. I'm not sure it would have gained many yards, but deserved better than being an incompletion.
So he's walked to the side to get the
So now you got
from the offensive coordinator.
3rd and 20. I'm not sure you have the play in your playbook right here. As long as Lowell plays solid defense, keeps everything in front of them.
Well, Lowell now is creeping up a little bit. Lincoln Schneider and Aiden Wogelmuth. Schneider slips out to the right side. Slavin tucks it down. Good job. Got some yardage. Still on his feet. Puts his head down. Got
there you go.
First down.
That's what you draw up right there, Todd. You give it to your best running back.
He made Wogelmuth miss at about the 28-yard line, and he smelled it. He needed 20. He got 21. That's a first down for the Trojans.
Great run by him. That was a design play. Had 4 receivers in the pattern. All the defensive backs for Lowell turned their backs, and he had 15 yards before he even got touched. Wogelmuth was trying to grab his towel, but that's the energy boost that this Highland Trojan team might need.
I got a question for you, Tony, after this play. 1st and 10 at the 31. Slavin hands off to Tillman. Tillman tries the right side, still on his feet. He's going to drive for maybe a yard or two. When is the last time you've seen a Lowell football team in the 7 years you've been doing games with me have 2 freshmen on the field in a varsity game
in the
second
first
quarter? Half?
Yeah, never.
Okay, so we got 2 of them.
I'm going to go with never.
We've got Cam Hazlitt.
Hazlitt.
He's a 5'8", 247-pound offensive lineman or defensive lineman. And Tim James, yes, of the James family, Ike James, Malachi James. He's a 6 foot, 132-pounder. 2 of them now for the Red Devils in this football game.
They kind of have James moved up as a linebacker, where last week they had him as a safety. Chandler, the safety right now.
Here's the inside handoff. Lincoln Schneider is there to snuff that one out. I don't think that's going anywhere. They're going to get back to the line of scrimmage at the 24-yard line or the 34-yard line.
Yeah, so last week, Todd, Tim James was primarily lined up as the safety, the deep safety in the middle.
Because he got burnt on that one play.
Right, and now they have him walking up more of an outside linebacker. Colton Scott in now as that linebacker. They're going to move James back as the second safety. So Coach moving some chess pieces around this board.
6:53 and counting. 3rd down and 7.
Colton Scott is a very small defensive end right now. They're just going to utilize his speed to shadow.
Off the edge. Here he comes. Pass incomplete. In and out of the hands of the intended receiver. That was number 9. Phil Ingus.
Again, Todd, another ball that should have been caught there. That was a well-designed play. Colton Scott, if he could have gotten his hands up, would have knocked it down. But that should have gone for what would have been a first down and kept the Trojans on the field. Instead, they're going to be forced to punt, and Lowell will get this ball back with about 6 minutes and 20 seconds.
Aaron Dondo lines up again. Not going to let one bounce past him this time, I bet.
Well, that ball was coming in hot. That ball barely got 15 feet off the ground and just hit on the end and started to roll.
So Aaron
Colton
Dondo,
Scott, again, doesn't realize he's on the punt team.
Aaron Dondo moves up to try to take the wind out of it. Slavin puts a foot into it, kicks away off the left side. It's got to roll, but it's not as effective this time. The first one went inside the 10. This one's just going to roll to the 41. So good field position with 6.5 to go here in the first half. Red Devils up by 21.
Hey, Red Devil fans, the big game is tonight. But before you cheer on Lowell High, why not fuel up at George's? Just across the street from the school, George's is the perfect spot to grab a delicious family meal before heading to the stadium. Whether you're craving a juicy burger, fresh salads, or something sweet, George's has you covered. So come on over, bring your friends and family, and let's kick off game night with great food and even better company. Remember, supporting George's is supporting your local community. See you there.
Vasco and Aaron Dondo split to the bottom of your screen. Thompson in the backfield. Wogelmuth, the H-back off to the right side. And I believe that's Sharnke at the top of your screen for the Red Devils. That was a
illegal
delayed,
procedure.
Yeah, procedure call against the Red Devils. That's going to back them up 5, so it'll be 1st and 15 now at the 36.
And Lowell has played pretty much mistake-free so far in this football game, which is something we really haven't seen through the first 4 games. Even when they were playing well, there was still a lot of mistakes, penalties, people not knowing where they should be.
Well, if you write it up, this is the way that I believe Coach Kilmer and the squad really wanted to see it. They've completely through the first quarter and a half, taking control of this game, especially the offensive line. Thompson.
No. They love that. He didn't call. That guy doesn't like to call penalties.
Going to let him fly. Thompson's got it at the 41. He could go.
Offense
the 30,
is coming back.
20, 10, touchdown.
Coming back.
Oh, there's a flag back at the 42-yard line.
They're going to get Caden Thompson for pushing off.
Push.
Yep.
Yep.
So when was the last time you would have seen 3 passing touchdowns in a Lowell football game? But
the same last time I saw a play it in the first half.
Back-to-back mistakes. The ball is just a little bit underthrown. Caden Thompson pushed the defender in the back just a little bit to make some room for him to catch it.
Right?
But this is the same thing we saw last week. I think Caden Thompson had a little illegal procedure too. They're rounding off that motion. Right. But so far this line judge hasn't liked to call anything offsides.
Yeah,
but
you have to keep your straight line going east and west, and he started moving towards the north, if you would, in this case. Pass interference.
Yep.
Is that a spot foul?
No.
I was going to say, that's got to come back all the way.
It's a 15-yard, so it's going to go to the 21.
Yeah, because that was at the 36 after the 5-yard illegal procedure call.
So now you got first and 30.
First and 30.
What do you got in the playbook for that one?
I bet it's going to be a Kowinski run.
Next week, Coach Kilmer's going to tell us, see, that's why I don't throw the ball.
All the way back to the 21-yard line.
So they have to get to the Trojan 49 to get a first down.
Still first down.
If this goes to 3rd and 37, I'm going to walk out of this building.
Vasco on an island down here at the bottom of your screen. 2 receivers to the right at the top. Ball in the far hash. Aaron Dondo goes in motion. They fake the handoff. Hey, Brody Kowinski off the right side. He's got some room. Still on his feet. Close to the original
He kept
marker.
Going, though, Todd.
He did keep going all the way to the 43-yard line. So he picked up 22 of the 30 he needed, so it'll just be 2nd down and 8.
So the struggle with having a super aggressive defensive coordinator and a defensive plan is that counteraction has worked all night. Lowell sent a player in motion to the left of the formation toward the Highland sideline. All the Trojan defense reacted that way, left the entire right side open for Klowinski for that big gain of 21 yards. Now you're back in,
manageable territory. Klowinski sets the line. Here comes the pitch. Thompson around the left side. Has to kick it outside. Puts the stiff arm out. Does a nice job. Gets across the 45 to the 46. Little extracurricular out there.
I think the line judge is good with whatever's going on.
Nathan Villa Gomez along with Samaj Kirk. They're going to spot it at the 45, so it's going to be
big hit. But Caden Thompson kind of just absorbs those and moves on. And it was the Trojans that were falling down on the sideline.
Yeah.
Caden Thompson flipped the ball to the referee, went back to the huddle.
So under 5:50 to go here. 3rd down and 6 at the 45. As Tony said earlier, they have to get to the 49 of the Trojans to keep this drive alive. They hand off to Caden Thompson. Thompson rolls ahead, wrapped up. Bottom of that pile was, I believe, Lynx Bennett.
If that's the play that was called, that was an extremely conservative play call. When you've been controlling the edges on either side of the formation, they're going to stay in and go for it here, Todd. But I would like to see that ball go outside, not up through over the center.
Over the A gap. So it's 4th and 3 at the 48. Lowell rolling the dice here. 14 on the play clock. Tight
Great
formation.
Confidence in your defense.
Defense is slow to get to the line. They follow Thompson. Thompson tries to cut it back. Does a little dance. He's going to have enough for a first down.
Great job by Sharkey. Sharkey blocked Slavin Justin just enough. Got him past Thompson to the outside. Let Thompson cut it back inside, and he picked up the 4 yards that he needed for the first down.
And a great job by Caden Thompson to kind of wait till where he kind of spread out a little bit. Is there a flag down?
I don't know. The ball went out of bounds. I think the ball just went out of bounds. So the referee stopped the clock. I don't think there's a flag.
Nope.
Is there an injured player? Maybe there's an injured player right in front of us. I think right in front of where the referee's standing, Todd, there's an injured Trojan.
So we'll take a time. Are they going to let?
No,
they need to attend to him because he's in the field, not on the field, but in the field of play on the sideline.
There you go. He got up.
That was Kobe Durr was the injured player. So in for Kobe comes number 8. That's Landon Garrison. He's the freshman. Seeing freshmen everywhere. 1st and 10, 5th play of the drive for the Red Devils. There's the fake handoff, rolls to his right, lets it fly, got him wide open, Jack Sharkey, and overthrows him.
So great job. Can you give me a number?
Yeah, that's number 80. That's Samaj Kirk.
So Sharkey was running wide open, but 80 came on the blitz, forced Kowinski to throw that ball earlier. It would have been another touchdown for the Red Devils. Brody just couldn't get enough air under it with that pressure. And once again, we need the Kibbe McHale uniform design.
Yeah.
There's a lot of scrunched up numbers.
Yeah, but it looks good, Tony.
But they could just get a different font, Todd. It would be fine.
Block letters work. Pitch, right side. Thompson cuts it inside. Now bounces it outside. First down run inside the 30, down to about the 25. Kirk with the stop. But a great run by Caden Thompson.
He's brought down by J.J. Kirk.
Kirk seems to be hurt.
Holding his shoulder, holding his arm. Oh,
geez. Side.
And he fell as he
looked to be pained for sure. Down to the 26-yard line. 21 on the pickup by Thompson. 1st and 10, 7th play of the drive. Under 4.5 to go. We got a timeout on the field. We'll take one right here. Back right after these messages.
Get a great deal on making the most of every property with Kubota commercial landscape equipment. From mowers to track loaders to utility vehicles, it's a lineup built to uphold your reputation. Right now, bring home the Kubota Z700 mower for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 60 months. Now through September 30th. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for more details.
We build Indiana. The Laborers International Union of North America are men and women building roads and bridges to get Hoosiers where they're going today and a new energy infrastructure that will keep Indiana competitive tomorrow. LIUNA's over 12,000 statewide members also grow local economies, earning good union wages, shopping where they live and work, and paying taxes. We build Indiana for good jobs and stronger communities. The Laborers International Union of North America. We are LIUNA.
Welcome back after the timeout by the Trojans.
So I'm looking, Todd. It looks like Kirk has a shoulder, but almost like a stinger maybe because he took his own helmet off.
Right.
But he's still holding that left arm awkwardly.
He ran. When you move your arms when you run, he did not move that left arm as he came off
he's sitting on the bench. He's still in quite a bit of
physical pain. Nice job by Mr. Royal up there of getting the shots for us. Nice job, Alfonso.
So 23 carries, Todd, so far for the Red Devils, 184 yards, 111 for Kowinski, 78 for Caden Thompson.
What they've been averaging over their average for the games. Kowinski with the fake handoff, pulls it down, spins out of Salas's arms to the 20-yard line. Gain of 6 on the play, 2nd down and 4.
Yeah, the Red Devils are opening up their playbook a little bit, Todd. You had some receivers running free. Had Klawinski running to his left, which is his favorite side. So
Left-hander going left.
I think right now Lowell's giving, they're working on their things, but they're giving Hobart some things to think about for next week. So, they run the option, the pitch play.
Yeah, now they go to the full house backfield, and Brody Kowinski goes under center. Tight end to the right side. Thompson, nice job at least initially by the defense of Highland to stuff that one up, but second and third effort by Thompson gets him all the way inside the inside the 15 down to about the 13-yard line, so 7 yards on the pickup.
And I think a great job by the offensive line there, Todd. Initially they had been stood up, but they kept their feet moving, kept that play going, and Caden Thompson with his elusiveness and determination was able to pick up 7 yards.
Ninth play of this drive. They've scored on the first series with 9 plays, the third series with 10 plays. Here comes the defense up tight. Handoff to Thompson. Cuts it back into the middle of the field. Crosses the 10-yard line. Tackled by Ashcraft that time, the outside linebacker.
And it's just taken 3 or 4 Trojans to bring down either Klawinski or Thompson right now. They're running with some determination.
Second double-digit drive of the night for the Red Devils. That's the way they like to do it. Eat a lot of clock, under 3 minutes to go. Just churn it out.
And the Trojans will get this football back to start the second half, but right now they could be down 4 scores.
And maybe 7 years ago when we started this thing. Kowinski pockets it. Wrapped up by Salas.
Yeah, great job by that. Salas stayed home that time. Kowinski thought he could bring it back inside, ran right into the linebacker.
They'll give him a yard to the 9, so it'll be 3rd down and 6.
And, I mean, now the question is Lowell just working on their inside run game because the outside is there for them whenever they want to take it?
Vasco, the lone receiver to the numbers on the right side, ball on the right hash. Handoff goes to Thompson, cuts it back into the end zone, touchdown Red Devils.
Yeah, it didn't really get touched at all, Todd. Just took it between the guard and the tackle on the right side and ended up in the end zone. Great blocking up front by this Red Devil offensive line, which is finally coming into its own in Game 5 and making just hole after hole right now for Klawinski and Thompson.
If you remember, this drive, well, it's going to be a 11-play, 59-yard drive as Bisacci comes in to attempt the extra point. Snap is back, the hold is down, the kick is up, and it is good. But another double-digit drive, almost 4.5 minutes off the clock. Each one of their, 3 of their drives have been over 4 minutes here tonight to get into the end zone. Caden Thompson gets his first score of the night with a 9-yard touchdown run. And
looking to lead, sorry, Tom.
Nope,
looking to lead with purpose. Rooted Influence by Ryan Lutz is the game changer you've been waiting for. Dive into the gripping story of a football coach determined to prove his doubters wrong and a former quarterback struggling to reclaim his life. Together they discover the true essence of leadership. Rooted Influence, a journey of resilience, redemption, and finding the root of lasting leadership. Whether you're on the field or off, this book will inspire you to lead with impact. Get your copy today. Available on Amazon or go to RyanSpencerLutz.com for more information.
So let's do it right. 11 plays, 59 yards. What I was trying to say is this: they had 20 yards of penalties, so it went all the way back to the 21-yard line. You're going to get 59 officially. 4 minutes and 29 seconds off the clock. A 9-yard touchdown run by Caden Thompson. Bisacci comes in, adds the extra point, 28-0 with 2:01 to go.
Slavin not out there, Todd.
So it's
Arredondo.
Is that 1?
1, I think 1.
1 and 5. So we're going to go with Arredondo and Dial set to return the kickoff by Dylan Bisacci. Going to bounce at the 20-yard line, take a nice bounce to Dial. Dial tries to bounce it out to the right side. Great job by Lincoln Schneider to track him down at the 21-yard line. That's where Highland will take over first and 10.
Yeah, great coverage on that and quick. And Lincoln, with only one hand, was able to make that tackle unassisted. So everything going right for Lowell right now. Just some miscommunication on the Trojan special teams. That ball was short again. That's the second ball in a row, kickoff in a row that has hit the turf.
Do you see 3? No, there's both Slavins are out there. So 3's back out, just not on the kick return. Freshman Layden Garrison's out there as well. I'll tell you, the student section has been on their feet all night, just to our left. They are still into this.
Loving those beach balls.
Empty backfield now for quarterback Jake Slavin. Tillman comes in motion. Handoff on the jet sweep. Tries the right side. Fake. Excuse me. I'm messed up. Jake Slavin is all the way down to the 40-yard line. 45-yard line almost.
I think everybody in the stadium, Todd, thought that was another.
I thought it was a jet sweep, but no. Jake Slavin takes it to the 44-yard line, 23 yards on the carry.
I mean, you had me. I was looking there. I thought Sharkey had another tackle for a loss. Sharkey thought he did too until he tackled the guy.
Sharkey then gave up. I'm like, why are you giving up? Oh, he doesn't have the ball.
Great play call.
Good job by the Highland Trojans selling it. So Slavin has Tillman now to the right side. Slavin looks left first, pulls it down. There's the tackle. Ooh, nice slam, body slam.
Right, you want to be a running quarterback? There you go.
That's Cam Hazlitt's first
varsity
assist. He's going to get to the running back, Slavin's going to get to the 49-yard line, so it's a 5-yard gain.
And we're under a minute. Sorry, Todd, under a minute.
Second down and 5. Slavin now. Pressure from Perez. Rolls to his right. Lets it fly. Coming back is Vasco. He was looking for number 2 as Jake was looking for his twin, Justin. Falls incomplete. It's going to be third down and 5.
Yeah, great pressure up front that time from Lowell. Forced Slavin to roll to his right. Great coverage by the defensive backfield. Nobody open. And that was just a 50-50 ball that Vasco actually had a better shot at than Justin Slavin. Ball just went through his hands, or he would have had his second interception of the night. 45 seconds left, Todd. They got to pick up 5 yards to keep this drive going.
This is the closest that the Trojans have been to Red Devil territory. They are a yard away all night. Coming under a minute to go in the second frame. Tillman breaks that frame, gets the first down into Red Devil territory. Down to about the 43-yard line.
You know who made that tackle, Todd?
Who made that tackle, Tony?
That would be Colton Scott made that tackle.
Nice job for Colton Scott. 1st and 10. Clock continues to wind here at the 43-yard line of Lowell. Slavin takes the snap. Here comes the pressure. Oh, a nice pass right between 2 defenders. That time the intended receiver was number 1. That was Jaden Arredondo. So a nice job between Jake Slavin and Jaden Arredondo. His first catch of the season, Tony.
So two timeouts left for the Trojans here, Todd. Ball's on the 30, 27.9 seconds. That was a great job by Slavin. The freshman 99, Cam Hazlitt was after him. He threw a nice ball on the run. So let's see what the Trojans can do with this really good field position.
Hazlitt's getting coached up by the senior Juan Perez, who's out there as well.
No, look how close everybody is to the line of scrimmage for Lowell.
Here they come. And there goes Slavin, throws it up into the night sky, stepping in front of it. An interception.
Vasco.
Number 7, Arredondo with the interception. Max Arredondo with 21.1 seconds to go. The second pick of the night for the Red Devils.
And that little over-reliance on your brother, looking for Justin there, threw another 50-50 ball. And
gave Arredondo enough time to get right in front of him.
And I'm really liking Colton Scott as a defensive end, Todd. Look, he has unique speed.
Right. And
he forced Jake to throw that ball earlier than he wanted to and underthrow it just a little bit. So Lowell with 21 seconds will probably just run this forward, let the clock run out.
They have a full complement of timeouts. They haven't used any, but they are deep in their own territory at the 3-yard line with 21 seconds to go and up by 4 scores. They take a knee. That should do it here for the first half. I don't see the Trojans slowing things down.
Well, they only have one more timeout, or 2 timeouts wouldn't get them to.
Nope. They're going to let it wind out under 4, 3, 2, and 1. We've come to halftime here at the Zip on the campus of Highland High School. It's been all Red Devils here in the first half. Lowell 28, Highland nothing. We will take a timeout and come up with a halftime. I think we're going to have Alfonso Royale join us here. We'll be back right after these messages on Jed TV and the Regional Radio Sports Network.
Is anybody going to the game Friday night?
If you're having a bad day because of bad coverage, call Premier Group, or we'll block you from disaster.
Blue 42! Premier Group! Premier Group! Hut! Hut!
The Premier Insurance Group, Auto, Home, Business, Life. Jim Langen, owner, 829 East Commercial Avenue in Lowell, Indiana. Call them at 219-695-3031 or email them at jlangen@premiergrpins.com.
Introducing Powers Health, a health system with a new name and a strong legacy of caring for families in our community. One with a tradition of advanced specialized services and a vision for the future. One with a commitment to medical excellence and compassionate care. Everything we do, everything we believe, powers health.
Develop quality citizens who keep our core, our country, and our communities side by side on the winning side. Not for glory, but for honor. For a code that isn't written or spoken, but lived. It's what we do. It's who we are. It's the battle cry of our fighting spirit. Battles won. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
A school that can get you in the career that is right for you. Ivy Tech Community College has over 70 career-focused programs to get you into the job that you want. Ivy Tech offers programs in the latest technologies such as robotics and cybersecurity. Demand for nurses has never been higher. In fact, more nurses have graduated from Ivy Tech than any other college. Take the first step with an affordable education at Ivy Tech Community College. Go to ivytech.edu for more information and to apply now.
Presenting the Horizon Bank elevator pitch. Why aren't we telling you about ourselves? We're waiting for you to tell us about yourself. Our pitch can wait. Horizon Bank. Get a conversation started.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Halftime here at the Zip Ken Seipold Field on the campus of Highland High School, where it's been all Lowell Red Devils here in the first half, 28-0 over the home squad, the Trojans of Highland High School. Red Devils took the opening kickoff, 62 yards, 9 plays, over 4 minutes off the clock. On 4th and 28, a 28-yard pass from Brody Kowinski to Max Arredondo, his first score of the year. Red Devils are on the board 7-0 with the extra point by Dylan Bisacci. Then with a 3-and-out by Highland, an interception by Highland on the third offensive play of their initial drive. Red Devils just go, they've got the short porch of 23 yards. They go 5 plays, just a minute, almost 2 minutes off the clock. A 3-yard touchdown run by the quarterback, Brody Kowinski. Bisacci comes in, adds the extra point. It's 14-0 after the first frame. Red Devils score twice in the second. An 87-yard drive in 10 plays, almost 5 minutes off the clock. Second touchdown pass of the night from Kowinski. This time he hits it to 17 yards to Bo Eisen. Bisacci's extra point, we're at 21-0. And then near the end of the first half, an 11-play drive took almost 4.5 minutes off the clock, 59 yards. A 9-yard touchdown run by Caden Thompson. Bisacci's extra point gets us to our halftime lead of 28-0. The Red Devils over the Highland Trojans. We'll take a quick timeout, come back with Alfonso Royale, and get his insight into what he's seen from atop the press box here. Back right after these messages on Jed TV and the Regional Radio Sports Network.
State Farm Insurance asks if you're feeling stuck in a state of compensation stagnation. You know, another year with no raise. Then let State Farm help you get to a better state with a discount double check that can stretch your hard-earned dollars a little farther. They'll go through your car insurance to make sure you're getting all the discounts you deserve. Discounts could add up to 40% and put a few $100 extra in your pocket. Discounts may vary state to state. Danny DeTola, 2449 45th Street, Highland, 963-4444. Andrea Harbin, 6504 U.S. Highway 6 Portage, 762-5514. And Rob Rodakis, 835 Lincoln Way Avenue, Valparaiso, 476-7444.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Folks, if you're like me, those pearly whites have seen better days. The skilled staff at Forest Ridge Family Dentistry can help with Lumi Bright chairside professional whitening. They're open Monday through Thursday with evening and Saturday hours to fit your schedule. Just think, in just 90 minutes you can have a smile up to 8 shades lighter than when you walked in the door. That's Forest Ridge Family Dentistry, 7303 Forest Ridge Drive in Cherville. Mention that Regional Radio Sports sent you and get $100 off your Lumi Bright procedure by calling today at 219-756-2345.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Halftime here at Highland High School. Homecoming night 2024. The class of 1974 are being honored here somewhere. You've got the homecoming king. That is number 56. That's Kobe Durr out there. And I didn't get the homecoming queen's name. But joining us is Alfonso Royal. Royal. Thank you. I will get it right. And ladies and gentlemen, be nice to him. He is, oh, there they are. Excuse me for a second. The 2024 homecoming king and queen. The king is Kobe Durr, and the queen is Haley Kuchka. So there you have it. Thank you very much. My astute staff, Tony McHale up there, getting all that good information, and the good folks here at Highland High School helping us out. But want to bring in Alfonso. And Alfonso, first foremost, we have fun here, so don't worry. You're not going to – it's all good. This could lead to bigger and brighter things because, I never thought I wanted to do this either. But this is your first game with us. You're doing a great job. I've been watching out of one corner of my eye. You're following the plays quite nicely. Greatly appreciate that. Tell us a little bit about yourself. I know you're from Maryville High School, but tell the good folks that are listening and watching here tonight a little bit about Alfonso Royal.
So, first off, thank you for allowing me to have this opportunity to come here and record. This is great. This is something I'm very interested in. Broadcasting and just working the camera is something I've wanted to do for a while. But right now I'm a junior at Maryville High School. I graduate in 2 years from now, which is crazy to think.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
I have a daughter who just graduated. It's crazy to think.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Right now,
what do you do? What do you do at Maryville? Are you into sports?
Yes, I play baseball for Maryville. I've been playing baseball since the 8th grade. This will be my third year with the Maryville program. I play third base and occasionally sometimes catcher, but mainly third base. I like the hot corner.
Where do you bat in the batting order?
Towards 7 or 8. 7 or 8.
Okay, I got to ask you then about last night. Shohei Ohtani, 6 for 6, 3 home runs, 2 doubles, 10 RBIs, 51 home runs, 51 stolen bases. I mean, what is it with that guy?
I mean, people can say what they want. They can say he's overrated. They can say they don't see the hype. But stats don't lie. Stats do not lie. Ball don't lie. He's just the best. He's just the best that the MLB has right now. And I personally am a big fan. I'm actually a LA Angels fan.
Oh, okay. So that's where he started, right?
Yeah. It hurt. It hurt to
go to the other side of the team, the side of the city.
It hurt to see him go, but I'm glad that he's somewhere where his talents can really be utilized for the game of baseball.
Well, we appreciate you coming out here and joining us. And again, this is all for fun. You never know where it can take you you just we appreciate you spending a Friday night here with us, doing the camera work, doing a great job up there. Want to invite you back whenever we can, whenever you get the assignment, right?
Right.
That's out of my hand. That's Mr. Knezovich. She's
Right.
the big deal. But thanks so much. We'll talk to you on the other side, and appreciate what you've done for us here tonight. Thanks so much.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
We'll take another time out. Introduce yourself to Tony back there. He'll say hello. Take a quick time out. We'll get back here on the Regional Radio Sports Network, where the Red Devils have a 28-0 lead over the Trojans here at halftime. Back right after these messages.
State Farm Insurance asks, what if you're walking out to your car and it's been mashed by a runaway garbage truck? Having a State Farm agent means having a real person to help you when things go wrong. So when accidents happen, you've got someone you know who will be there when you need them. State Farm agent Greg Taylor is at 794 McCool Road in Valparaiso. Call Greg at 219-762-4911. Connie Bernardi, 1072 Joliet Street, U.S. Highway 30 in Dyer, 322-9959.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
We build Indiana. The Laborers International Union of North America builds and maintains roads, bridges, and other essential infrastructure that make us the crossroads of America. So thanks to LIUNA members' work, Hoosiers have a better quality of life, like access to utilities, easier routes to jobs, schools, or medical care, and deliveries keep moving. We build Indiana for good jobs and stronger communities. The Laborers International Union of North America. We are LIUNA.
Get a great deal on making the most of every property with Kubota commercial landscape equipment. From mowers to track loaders to utility vehicles, it's a lineup built to uphold your reputation. Right now, bring home the Kubota Z700 mower for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 60 months. Now through September 30th. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for more details.
Opportunities are everywhere, even right around the corner. That's where you'll find Horizon Bank, going beyond to make a difference in our community. Whether you're starting a business or a family, expanding your kitchen or your customer base, drop by and see us for friendly service, local expertise, and solid financial advice. Horizon Bank, beyond ordinary banking. Learn more at horizonbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back. Todd, Tony, Alfonso here at the SIP on the campus of Highland High School. Red Devils all over the Trojans here on their homecoming night, 28-0. Tony, you got some numbers there for us, my friend?
I got numbers.
You got numbers. You got
if you got one numbers, I got numbers.
You got scores. You got everything. You're the man.
So Red Devils, 29 carries, 209 yards, 6 for 8 passing, 61 yards. 2 tutties through the air. Yes, I said that. 2 touchdowns through the air.
Second week.
2 rushing touchdowns. 14 total first downs. 118 yards on the ground for Brody Klawinski on 13 carries. 15 carries for Caden Thompson, 92 yards. On the other side, just 86 yards of total offense for Highland. Most of it coming on that last drive. 1 for 9 through the air, 13 yards, 11 carries for 73 yards. Jake Slavin, 5 carries, 58 yards. And just domination right now by the Red Devils. They're doing whatever they want to do, and except for that last little 2-minute drive, they have stopped everything that the Trojans are trying to do.
If I did my numbers right, about 270 yards total offense, 209 and 160 for the Red Devils. They've been averaging 222 in the first 4 full games. Their point average has been 17.5, and now they've got 28. On the flip side, you look offensively for the Trojans, they're averaging 157. 86 is about half of that.
And I know that Coach Kilmer is going to put in some of his 2s and 3s and things like that. But the biggest difference, only 20 offensive plays for the Trojans, 37 for Lowell.
Right. 3 drives. Well, let's do them. The first drive was 9 plays. The second drive was only 5 plays because they had the short deck of just 23 yards. Then 10 plays and 11 plays. They are dominating this football game, and as you said, and
the first 3 drives for the Trojans were 3, 5, and 6.
Right. Yeah. So let's take a quick timeout. We've got the dance squad performing here at Highland High School, and it's exciting times here in late September. Todd, Tony, and Alfonso on the call. We'll be back right after these messages on the Regional Radio Sports Network.
Engravables, located at 2005 Calumet Avenue in Valparaiso, between Vale Park Road and Glendale, across from McDonald's, is your headquarters for awards, trophies, plaques, name badges, and rubber stamps. For more information, stop in or give them a call at 219-477-5656. Their web address is www.engravables.net. That's Engravables, 2005 Calumet Avenue in Valparaiso.
Mi Ranchito, located at 149 West Commercial in Lowell, is open every day from 11 to 10 for lunch and dinner. They offer their customers a complete menu featuring seafood chimichanga, steak fajitas, tacos, and burritos. Their phone number is 219-696-2270. Regional Radio Sports thanks Mi Ranchito Restaurant in Lowell, a proud supporter of Lowell Athletics, for help making the broadcast of this game possible.
What you looking for there, T?
Looking for some scores, Todd.
Oh, you got
this
any?
Scoreboard update brought to you by the 2024 Indiana Football Digest. Order your copy today at indianafootballdigest.com. So I guess there's a ton of storms down in the Indianapolis area, Todd. So bunch of games canceled, postponed. A lot of Saturday football tomorrow.
Yeesh.
But games that are taking place in the fourth quarter, Lafayette Central Catholic just kicked a field goal. They're beating West Lafayette 12-7. A shocker, I don't know where this one is, a little bit of a shocker. Hanover Central 14, KV 6, missed an extra point.
Wow.
That game's in the third quarter. What else we got for you here that you will find interesting?
We will see KV in 2 weeks.
Next
week is Hobart.
Crown Point 35, Portage 7. Munster 13, East Chicago Central, nothing. Morton 14, Calumet, nothing. Wheeler 14, Boone Grove 6. So those are the scores. Valpo is beating Chesterton 6-0 at the half. Hobart and Andrean in the third quarter. It's a soccer game, Todd. 0-0.
Hobart and who?
Andrean.
Wow.
0-0 in the third quarter.
Next week's opponent, as we run through the H's, Hanover, Highland, and Hobart. We'll see the Brickies back at the New Inferno next week in week 6. Hey, Mayor Pete Land and the Crown Point Pace Department are always proud to support Crown Point Athletics and say, go Bulldogs. Crown Point remains dedicated to preserving history, celebrating everyday life, providing the best in city services, and encouraging smart growth. Everyone is invited to admire the classic cars and new autos at the Crown Point Car Cruise from 4 to 8 most Thursdays through September 26th at Bulldog Park. For more information, visit crownpoint.info/car cruise.
Where can you get good neighbor service and surprisingly great insurance rates? At State Farm, because State Farm agent Aaron Shirkey is your one-stop shop with offices in Lowell and Cedar Lake for the service you deserve at the prices you want. So stop looking around. State Farm agent Aaron Shirkey is ready to help. Call 219-690-1100 for your surprisingly great rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Hi there. Did you know that PMI NWI is the highest rated property management company in Northwest Indiana? Whether you own one property or multiple, we're here to help make your life easier. No contracts required. Let Property Management Incorporated handle the headaches while you enjoy the investment. Visit us at pminwi.com or call us at 219-318-1244, and let's see how we can help you get the most out of your properties. Oh, and don't forget to check out our Google reviews.
Did you, Todd, miss the start of the fall semester at Ivy Tech Community College, Lake County? You can still enroll in classes that began in October. Our next set of 8-week classes start October 21st. This means you have time this year to earn credit towards your degree or certificate. Whether you're fresh out of high school or a working adult, Ivy Tech has flexible programs that fit your schedule and budget. Visit ivytech.edu to enroll or apply, or visit ivytech.edu to enroll or apply. Call 219-392-3600 or visit any of our locations in Crown Point, East Chicago, or Gary. Let Ivy Tech be your first step to success.
Both teams making their way back out onto the field. Halftime adjustments. Let's talk about them real quick, Tony. I don't think if you're Coach Kilmer and his squad, there's a whole heck of a lot to talk about. To keep the intensity ratcheted up the way that you want to play the final 24 minutes here, get away with a victory. And
it's the same as previous weeks, except it's flipped. Now you want your twos to play with the intensity against their ones. Go out there, learn, prove something, get ready for Hobart next week. I think the biggest adjustment for Highland is they have to be more honest with their defense.
Yeah.
Their defense is just selling out every time, and they're leaving the edges wide open. So
whether the Red Devils use them or not, right? It's just
play
the role, do the role.
And I'm not sure, what the Red Devils were obviously in a prevent type of defense for that last drive in the second half. But now your goal, even for the twos, is to keep the Trojans out of the end zone. I think what's most surprising for me is like every highlight we saw, every stat we saw was Justin Slavin.
Yeah.
So far on offense and defense, the Red Devils have shut him down. You haven't called him his name once on a tackle.
No, I have not.
And he does not yet have a reception. So the Red Devils doing a great job taking Justin Slavin out of the game. Really impressed by what Jake is doing. Willing to pull down the ball and just barrel for some yards. So I think we'll see some more of that. Trojans got to try and figure out this passing game. They came in averaging only 47 yards a game. Only have one completion tonight. So that'll be their challenge for the second half.
So let's take our last time out before we get set for second half action. You're listening to and watching exclusive coverage of Northwest Indiana high school football on a Friday night here in Highland, Indiana on JED TV and the Regional Radio Sports Network. Lowell 28, Highland nothing. Back right after these.
Is anybody going to the game Friday night?
If you're having a bad day because of bad coverage, call Premier Group, or we'll block you from disaster.
Blue 42, Premier Group, Premier Group. Hut, hut.
The Premier Insurance Group, Auto, Home, Business, Life. Jim Langen, owner, 829 East Commercial Avenue in Lowell, Indiana. Call them at 219-695-3031 or email them at jlangen@premiergrpins.com.
Introducing Powers Health, a health system with a new name and a strong legacy of caring for families in our community. One with a tradition of advanced specialized services and a vision for the future. One with a commitment to medical excellence and compassionate care. Everything we do, everything we believe, powers health.
Develop quality citizens who keep our core, our country, and our communities side by side on the winning side. Not for glory, but for honor. For a code that isn't written or spoken, but lived. It's what we do. It's who we are. It's the battle cry of our fighting spirit. Battles won. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
Get a great deal on making the most of every property with Kubota commercial landscape equipment. From mowers to track loaders to utility vehicles, it's a lineup built to uphold your reputation. Right now, bring home the Kubota Z700 mower for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 60 months. Now through September 30th. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for more details.
Halftime in the books, through 12 minutes on the big board. We're heading toward the third frame. Highland out on the field. They will get the ball to start the second half as they deferred until this second half at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, Todd, it'll be interesting to see what the coaching staff decides to do. They had great momentum on that last drive. keyed by Jake
Slavin.
Mm-hmm. I was trying to figure out if I wanted to go law firm again or not, but yeah, Jake Slavin, but just great pressure from the Lowell front line, forced him to throw a couple balls quickly, ended up with his second interception of the night. So, the offense has really been Jake Slavin. The jet sweeps haven't worked. Their best play so far is the fake jet sweep,
which got me.
It got everybody, Todd. I think everybody in the stadium thought it was. But yeah, so it'll be interesting. What else? What does the coaching staff want to work on right now? And will Coach Kilmer leave his ones in for half of this third quarter? And I'm interested to see. Do you see Colton Scott as a defensive end again?
If you look by the right post of the light stanchion, you see the moon back there.
Oh, yeah, through the trees. That's nice.
Through the trees.
Yeah, we had a little partial lunar eclipse earlier this week, Tuesday.
Yes, that was very nice.
Yeah, so this is like
9%.
the harvest moon.
Harvest moon, we got everything. And the ball is teed up for the Red Devils.
So you got a Slavin back, Justin's back again to return this kickoff.
Along with Dial, and Bisacci puts a foot into it. Really gets a hold of that one. That takes Slavin into the end zone for a touchback. So the Trojans will have it 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So Jake Slavin's going to lead his team out. I would really like to see the Trojans kind of try and open it up a little bit, try and work on that passing game. We've seen what happens to Lowell without a passing game, where you just get a 9-person box.
Right.
And if Highland's going to be successful the rest of this season and into next year, they need to figure out what passing plays work for Jake Slavin and who other than Justin will be his receivers.
The 2 freshmen are still out there for the Red Devils as well.
Air it out a little bit. Let's go.
Tim, just on the flip side, Hazlitt and James.
So they put 2 running backs in the backfield.
Slavin they give it to Aaron Dondo. He is met by Wogelmuth, and helping him out is Lincoln Schneider. He's going to get to the line of scrimmage. They may get him just past it.
Gave him just a yard, I think.
Technically, they'll give him a yard, so it'll be 2nd and 9 at the 21.
So this is why I don't coach, Todd, because I would have come out throwing the ball, and they put 2 running backs in the backfield.
And hand the ball off. Go between the A-gaps. So Justin is going to split to the left side. At the bottom of the screen is number 9. That's Ignis. 2 backs in the backfield. Slavin looking left. Lets it fly. Got a man. Nice catch. Nice tackle by James. Little pitch and catch that time to the freshman. That was number 8, Landon Garrison. Up to the 33-yard line. So a first down. So a nice little play for the Trojans.
And a tackle by the freshman, Ty James. So young players everywhere, Todd. This rivalry is going to be really good for the next 3 or 4 years.
Sure is. So a freshman in the slot to the right and a sophomore past the hash marks on the right side. And a timeout is going to be called by Coach Geffert. Saw something he didn't like.
The 2024 Indiana Football Digest puts a bow on the 2023 campaign with recaps of all 6 state championship games. Among the 400 pages will be previews and photos for all the Indiana high schools and colleges playing football this coming fall, along with breaking down the top teams and players to watch in 2024. It also has special features and human interest stories. It's available online at www.indianafootballdigest.com.
Timeout by Highland with a minute and 6 seconds gone.
In a world where cybersecurity is increasingly important, it's crucial to be equipped with the right tools to keep your digital assets and network environment safe. Look no further than Qubit Networks. Located on 103 Polk Street in LaPorte, Qubit Networks is focused on creating an atmosphere of selfless service to your technology needs. They take security seriously, and so should you. Visit them online at qubitnet.com or give them a call at 219-369-4357. Qubit Networks, moving and storing data fast and safe.
Also want to thank Donald J. Smith, CPA, 1203 East Commercial Avenue in Lowell. Been servicing the tax and accounting needs of his clients for the past 34 years. You can reach the sharpest pencil in town at 219-696-1040 or on the web at donaldsmithcpa.com. So, 1st and 10 after the timeout.
Everybody on the line of scrimmage for the Red Devils.
Slavin pulls it down. Gets met at about the line of scrimmage. bowls ahead to across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Wogelmuth comes up at the bottom of that pile. That was a big collision between those two.
Gain of 3 on the play, 2nd down and 7.
Just the Red Devils had that line stacked and then drop back at the last minute before the ball was snapped. But they're daring the Trojans, easy for me to say, to throw this football.
So Aaron Dondo Jaden of the Highland Trojans in the slot to the right side. Looking that way. Here comes the pressure. Little floater. Slavin to Slavin.
I think he really meant to throw that ball out of bounds like he did.
Yeah,
I don't think he was
so
looking
too.
for his brother. But two things going on, Todd, right now. Great penetration and pressure from the Red Devils up front, and then great coverage on the back end. They're not letting Jake Slavin sit in the pocket to look for a receiver to come open. They're forcing him to roll and cut the field in half, and then nobody's open anyway. But great job by Chandler, number 12 for the Red Devils.
Right.
Had the deep third, and just a great job not letting anybody come open.
And Steve Lenardi, who's replacing Matt Kawana, who's still out. We might see Matt back next week, but he's coming from the nose tackle spot. There's a flag. That play will stop.
Offsides on the Red Devils.
Offsides on Lowell.
So now you have went from 3rd and 7 to 3rd and 2.
At the 41-yard line.
Not sure. The Red Devils are playing a lot of games up front. They're moving their linebackers in and out, trying to confuse the sophomore about what's going on, what the coverage is. I didn't see anybody jump that time.
I didn't either. And it could be the fact that you've got, again, new people in there, young people in there who are getting just the very first taste of varsity action. Maybe somebody lined up in the neutral zone. Don't know. But it brings up a 3rd and more manageable 2 to go at the 41-yard line for Highland. Jake fakes it to Justin. He's got a 1st down. There's Lincoln Schneider. Good job by Jake, still churning those legs. He's a bit of a spark plug at 5'10", 179 pounds.
It's taking a lot of Red Devils to bring him down right now. And that's been their most effective play, Todd, is that out to the left after faking the jet sweep. That went for 7. The one in the last drive went for 23 right at the end of the first half.
To the 48-yard line. 1st and 10 for the boys in blue. 9:45 remaining here in the 3rd. Slavin kicks. Sends Aaron Dondo in motion. They fake the handoff. Goes again. Nice job of staying home that time. Who's in the bottom?
I think it might be the freshman.
99, the freshman?
I'm going to guess 99 when he gets up.
A lot of bodies. It was. Give it to Cam Hazlitt.
Yeah, I mean,
only a 1-yard gain.
Only a freshman. As he learns technique, he's going to be tough to move out of that middle.
They say he's a very good wrestler.
Yeah, and that's, depending if he's your guy or the other team's guy, you're not going to move that guy out of the way.
I got to give it, though. I got to give a round of applause to Juan Perez. He is coaching that young kid up every play, telling him he's doing a great job or giving him insight as to what to do because he's on the mirror image of the other side. Now it's 3rd and 1. Or 2nd and 9. And a great run on the left side by Jordan Tillman. Going to be close to a 1st down. They're going to spot it at the Red Devil 43-yard line. He needed 9. He got 8, so it's going to bring up a 3rd and 1.
It almost feels like the Red Devils are working on some different defenses here, Todd, showing the Trojans different looks. That time, the linebackers stayed back, red, pass or run. Trojans just able to block that left side and collapse the line, give Tillman some room to get outside.
Now, a couple of tight ends and an H-back in for Highland. There goes Tillman. Oh, nice hit. Lincoln Schneider. Hello, Jordan Tillman.
Todd, I'm surprised they didn't give you the Philly bro push right there. With the way Slavin's running, and you only needed a yard. Not sure why you gave the ball to the running back 5 yards, 6 yards deep in the backfield. Ended up losing about 5 yards, almost 6.
Back to the 48-yard line. So it's going to be 4th and 6 at the Red Devil 48. But Lincoln Schneider with a heck of a hammer that time.
Fake the jet sweep again. You got an H back there. You got an inside slot receiver. Look for him to come open.
They hand it off to Tillman. He dances to the left and cuts it back to the right. He's going to have enough for a first down with his forward motion to the 40-yard line. So he got a first. He needed 8. He needed 6. He got 8. It's 1st and 10 at the 40 of the Red Devils.
By the time they snap this, Todd, it'll be a 5-minute drive for the Trojans. So doing a great job holding on to the football, moving it. Not quickly, but
that's okay. I think
moving it down the field.
Gefford would love to see a Lowell-type drive, and that's what he's got here with the 10th play coming up for his squad, just eating the clock. Take the snap, hand off to Tillman. Tillman tries to butts it at the right side. There's a flag in the backfield.
Yeah, Sharkey was getting held. He came up, tried to set the edge, and the offensive tackle just wouldn't let him go, so that ball's going to go back. You saw Sharkey there. You thought he was going to make the tackle, and all of a sudden he kind of got jerked backwards. So that's going to go back 10 yards.
He was still on top of the pile, and he came up saying, given the holding signal. He and Tim James were there on the stop. But it will back the Trojans up back into their own territory at the 49-yard line. So it'll be still first down, but now 20 at the 49 of Highland after the 10-yard walk-off.
Now this is where Slavin did good things at the end of the first half. Took it upon himself to pick up some big yards.
Brother Justin at the top of the screen. Aaron Dondo in the slot. Justin, here comes the pressure. Goes underneath. Nice job that time. Cam Chandler knocks it away. Colton Chandler stepped right in front of that pass.
And you can see what Lowell's doing. They're forcing everything Slavin to the sideline. He hasn't had time all night to set his feet and let a ball go.
No.
Except if you remember that first one where he overthrew Justin by about 5 yards. Everything else has been on the run toward the sideline. Lowell not letting them get anything to the middle. Just great job from this Lowell back four.
He was trying to get to Samaj Kirk that time from his tight end spot. 6.5 to go here in the first. Highlands had the ball since the kickoff here in the second half. Tillman, nice job by Perez, holding on by a shirt tail that time. Was not going to let go. And they'll lose a yard back to the 48.
So 3rd and 21. This is our third one of these tonight. Yeah. Normally you don't see one a game, but.
And our third drive of 10 or more plays.
And the other thing, Todd, Lowell, on these passing type plays, Lowell's getting great penetration from their front three. They're not having to bring linebackers, and that helps them on the cover side. So now you got a 4-man line, and see if they can get penetration, let the linebackers drop, cover that middle screen area.
Gang switch is kind of moved up. He's kind of playing the edge of his outside linebacker spot. Little quick pass to Dial in the flat, gets wrapped up by Gang switch, and loses yardage back to the 45-yard line. So that just went backwards.
And we joke about Coach Kilmer wanting to see the play coming toward him. That came to the Highland sideline. It's just a tough way to run a screen when you're already trapped on the sideline. He got that ball outside the numbers.
Right.
There was nowhere for him to go. And they're going to go for it on 4th and Tuesday.
Justin is in
to
punt. He goes back, and now there are 2 men back for the Red Devils. Gutierrez is back.
Colton Scott.
No, it's Gutierrez and Aaron Dondo.
Oh, Aaron Dondo.
They're 7s, though. I give you that. This is going to go to Aaron Dondo at the 30. Makes 1 man miss. Tries to get to the outside. Good job by number 2. That's the linebacker, Nathan Villagomez, with the stop. But a good return to the 41 for the Red Devils with 4:40 to go here in the third.
But 13 plays, Todd, on that drive. 7 minutes and 20 seconds, and it came away with nothing.
Punt is what it was. So now Lowell, offense well rested. Mind you, there are quite a few two-way players out there for both squads. But Brody Kowinski is definitely not winded. Pitches to Caden Thompson, who's also got a free rein. Gets knocked out of bounds and a late flag. I would concur with that. A late hit by Kirk and a second flag.
In the market to buy or sell a home in Northwest Indiana, look no further than Scott Miller Realtor. Scott Miller is a 5-star rated broker with numerous awards and accolades, such as a top 1% of all teams within Berkshire Hathaway nationally and the Pursuit Realty Group's top producing agent. Scott Miller, who was born and raised in Northwest Indiana, is a family man and philanthropist. If you want results, call Scott Miller at 219-263-3039 or visit his website at listandbuywithscottmiller.com. You know what time it is, Todd. It's Scott Miller time.
Scott Miller time. So I think there were two flags tonight. There was a late hit out of bounds, and then I think somebody gave a little extra verbiage.
Offsetting or
no?
Oh, Highland.
Yeah, it was on the Highland sideline. So I don't know. You can't get penalized twice.
I believe that is correct.
So there's a personal foul against Highland and a unsportsmanlike conduct call against Highland. So that should be a 15-yard walk-off.
So they're going to give him 4 yards on the run
to the 45 and then spot the ball at the 40.
Oh, nope, they're giving him all 30, Todd.
Ooh.
He just kept going.
Wow. That's going to go to the 25. You get both of those?
I got it because one came after.
One came after. It was a dead ball foul.
Yeah.
Wow. 2 15-yard penalties. Ouch. Puts the ball 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line of Highland. Ouch. So a 4-yard pickup, 30 yards. You got the ball at your 25, and your second offensive play coming with 4:36 remaining here in the third frame. Kowinski sends a man in motion. Little bump in the backfield by Caden Thompson. Gets pulled down by Josh Solis.
Now you got to think this is the last drive, Todd, for the ones here.
Yeah, an opportunity to get some of your younger guys in.
That play did look a little awkward. And as you mentioned, if Lowell scores here, we should be in the running clock situation, right?
Correct. 35 plus will get you there. Thompson, there he's running straight.
Same touchdown play.
Little pass to Sharnke coming back into the teeth of the defense. Gets into the red zone down at about the 18-yard line. So a pickup of 6. It'll be 3rd down and 3.
That was the same play they ran on the touchdown, Todd. Send Caden Thompson in motion to the wide side of the field. Have him cut up, be an extra blocker. Sharnke came back just along the line of scrimmage. Nice, easy throw, no danger in that throw. And then you see what your athletes can pick up.
Made it manageable, 3rd and 3 at the 18 for the Red Devils. Kowinski. Quick pitch to Thompson around the corner, cuts it in. Ooh, nice tackle that time by the freshman. Give that one to Landon Garrison. But it's enough for a first down to the 12-yard line.
But you can see it there, Todd. That was Armani Shipp at his outside linebacker position. Didn't try and set the edge, just dove into the backfield trying to make a big play.
Yeah.
And once Thompson was outside of him, there was nobody in front of him to pick up. He was going to pick up that first down.
A lot of shifting going on the defense. Red Devils set the offensive line. There's the handoff to the fake to Thompson. Kowinski sheds one tackler. Can't get away from the other one. Second man who'll get the stop will be Logan Ashcraft.
A very rare loss of yardage for the Red Devils tonight.
Back to the 14. Loss of 2. 2nd down and 12 for Lowell.
And this clock just keeps continuing to tick away, Todd. 2.5 minutes.
It's almost like having a running clock because there haven't been that many passes.
Just one, right?
Yep. And the only thing
two incompletes for one completion and 2 incompletes for Highland on their drive.
Ball in the left hash for the Red Devils. Good all goes in motion. Kowinski comes back to the left side, looking to the end zone. In and out of the hands. Oh, nice try by Vasco. Vasco tried to sell that down there, but it hit the turf.
Yeah, I think he got just a little too close to the to the sideline when he came down. Even if he had caught it, he was out of bounds.
Yeah.
But great idea from the Red Devils. There's a lot of plays, Todd, we haven't really seen before tonight that they're opening up the playbook.
Certainly are, and this is a good night to do it. You're up by 4 scores.
And that was another great ball by Brody Klawinski up there where only Vasco was going to get it.
And it took a little while to develop, and the protection held that time by the offensive line. So give kudos to the offensive line this week. Pitch to Thompson, cuts it back in, looks to the end zone, touchdown, Red Devils.
Yeah, there's just the edge is too easy right now for Lowell.
He just put that foot in the ground at about the 10-yard line, cut straight towards the north, and into the end zone for his second rushing touchdown of the night.
I mean, anything Lowell's wanted to do on that edge. As soon as Klawinski started to roll, you saw the defense on the left side for Highland collapse. And the pitch was super easy, nobody to challenge it, and an easy touchdown.
In to attempt the extra point will be number 24, Reagan Kloss. She's 2 for 2.
Tree for tree.
Make that 3 for 3 for Kloss. 35-0. The Red Devils over the Trojans. Back right after these messages on JED TV and the Regional Radio Sports Network.
State Farm Insurance asks if you're feeling stuck in a state of compensation stagnation, another year with no raise, then let State Farm help you get to a better state with a discount double check that can stretch your hard-earned dollars a little farther. They'll go through your car insurance to make sure you're getting all the discounts you deserve. Discounts could add up to 40% and put a few $100 extra in your pocket. Discounts may vary state to state. Danny DeTola, 2449 45th Street, Highland, 963-4444. Andrea Harbin, 6504 U.S. Highway 6 Portage, 762-5514. And Rob Rodakis, 835 Lincoln Way Avenue, Valparaiso, 476-7444.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Todd, real quick, this scoreboard update brought to you by the 2024 Indiana Football Digest. Order your copy today at indianafootballdigest.com. Huge upset in Lafayette tonight. Lafayette Central Catholic beat West Lafayette 12-7. Another one brewing up here. Chesterton 14, Valpo 6. 10 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. And maybe KV trailing Hanover Central 20-13, still in the third quarter.
Staying close. That's the A-team over at the Chesterton Valpo game. It's got the big guy, Paul Condry. Bisacci puts foot into it. Dial at the 5. Comes to the right. Looking for that line. Not going to find it. Nice tackle. Number 8, that's Bo Eisen with the stop.
Ty James.
Oh, Ty James? I thought it was 8.
32.
32. All right.
But great job tonight, I think, all night, Todd, with the on the kickoff team, everybody staying in their lanes, because there's been a lot of crossing back and forth from the Trojans, and it really hasn't fooled anybody. Everybody home, everybody comfortable making a tackle. Now let's see what the Trojans can dial up with 1:24 left in this very fast.
They've started the clock, so it's 1st and 10 at the 22 for the Trojans. Ball on the right hash. See some new numbers in there for the Red Devils. There's the tackle, that time by number 11, Tristan Allen, a junior. Carry that time by Tillman. Ball up to the 28-yard line, so a gain of 6 on the play. It's 2nd down and 4.
Yeah, good luck calling out everybody, Todd. I think everybody is pretty new. There's a lot of white white uniforms.
Put that in front of me so I can get a little closer. Slavin turns back to Tillman. Few words. Under a half minute to go here in the third. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, rolls to his right. Hits number 9. That would be Ignis at about the 33-yard line.
Enough for they're moving. Like the sticks don't know if they're moving or not.
Well, it started at the 22, so you need to get to the 32.
The sticks are moving.
They are moving. So It was a gain of 5. He needed 4, so it's first down at the 33.
A lot of math, Todd. A lot of math.
I don't know if we're going to get this play done, Tony,
Nope.
and we are not. That's going to be the.
They did.
Oh, they did. So they get it out to Tillman on the flat. He's got movement up the left side. Good tackle that time by Malachi Goodall. And that brings us to the end of the third frame. We'll go ahead.
At Langen excuse me, man, fourth quarter jitters.
Maybe.
At Langen Realty, we believe that everyone is family. From our dedicated team to our valued clients, you're always at home with us. As proud Red Devil alumni and former athletes, we're not just part of the community, we're rooted in it. We're committed to guiding our neighbors through every real estate transaction with the ease and care that only family can provide. Langen Realty, where your journey becomes our journey, and together we find your perfect place to call home.
One quick break and back for the fourth and final frame.
We build Indiana. The Laborers International Union of North America are men and women building roads and bridges to get Hoosiers where they're going today and a new energy infrastructure that will keep Indiana competitive tomorrow. LIUNA's over 12,000 statewide members also grow local economies, earning good union wages, shopping where they live and work, and paying taxes. We build Indiana for good jobs and stronger communities. The Laborers International Union of North America. We are LIUNA.
We are Tony McHale, Todd Kibbe, and Alfonso Royal. And we are now in the fourth and final quarter here at the Zip. Ken Seipelt Field. Second down and 2 to go. I call it second and 1 at the 43-yard line for the Trojans. Slavin will take the snap. Little quick pass. Overthrows the intended receiver. Picked off. Ison's going to go for a pick 6. Picked it off at about the 48-yard line, and he is into the end zone for the second time tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Touchdown, Red Devils. The pick 6 by Bo Ison.
And you're going to get an unnecessary roughness penalty, Todd, that I don't agree with. Slavin tried to chase him down and met him right at the goal line and just gave him a shove. So, touchdown, but I disagree with the penalty call there. It was just all-out effort. It wasn't anything other than...
Slavin overthrew the intended receiver. Ison was right there to pick it up. He scores his second time tonight with I'm going to call it a 52-yard pick 6. In to attempt the extra point will be Reagan Klaus once again. So as we started the fourth frame, 10:56 on the clock, one play, 52 yards. Penalty is going to be assessed on the kickoff, I believe.
I believe you're correct.
So the combination is Malachi Goodall will snap back to Gavin Gutierrez for the hold, and Reagan Klaus will attempt her second extra point of the evening. They've started the clock again. High snap. Good job by Gutierrez.
That had to get tipped.
Good kick. And
no good.
No good. Sorry about that, Reagan. So 41-0 is the score on the 52-yard pickoff by Bo Ison, his second score of the night. Let me do one quick one here, and we will be done with this.
Dr. John Szymanski is an exclusive Lumineers dentist. He can give you a dramatic new smile without the painful tooth grinding of traditional veneers. Lumineers porcelain veneers painlessly and permanently create perfect smiles without dreadful shots or removal of painful tooth structure. Whether your teeth are stained, unevenly spaced, or crooked, even if you have crowns or bridge work, Lumineers eliminate the trauma of invasive dental procedures to bring you a dramatically more beautiful smile. Contact Dr. John Szymanski today at 219-756-2345 and mention that you heard this ad to receive a special discount at Forest Ridge Family Dentistry.
I see your hand movements, Tony.
Well, the side judge, here come the side judge and the line judge.
Right.
To move the football.
Should be kicking from
the 45.
45 of Highland. Reagan Kloss.
Yeah, I just don't disagree with that call. Or I do disagree with that call. I think that was just pure effort by Jake. Well, no, I think it was pure effort by Jake Slavin, and he got him, at least from our angle, right at the goal line.
Right.
And he didn't do anything other than
push him out.
I mean,
I would concur.
I think it was a football play. But once again, I'm up here.
Well, think about this. Bo Eisen, 2 touchdowns tonight, 1 offensively catching the ball, 1 defensively, a pick 6.
What are you saying?
He's got to be around for another 2 years.
You saying he's
going to be seeing
candidate for
a lot more.
Player of the game? Maybe
Could be up for a player of the game.
When was the last time you had an offense and a defensive touchdown by the same player?
Kloss
that's going to go out of bounds.
It's going to roll out of bounds.
So the ball goes to the 35?
Yep. So a net of 10-yard kick, or net 10 yards. Clock continues to wind here. I want to thank all the good folks here at Highland High School for giving us such a wonderful experience. Every time we come here, we always enjoy it.
And it's always homecoming. I love homecoming.
It is homecoming. It's nice.
It is.
Kids are still up there standing. Love that.
Beach ball's still going around? No, beach ball's kind of
deflated. Ball rests at the 35-yard line. So let's say 9.5 to go, just as a
point of reference.
Point of reference. So the one's still in for Highland. We'll try to get all the names we can for all the good folks who are listening. Kids playing, getting an opportunity to play. Here's the jet sweep this time by, nice, quick move that time. Coming up there is number 18, Brody Skinner, tracking it down. Tracking down Aaron Dondo that time.
That was a lot of speed. He came from nowhere. I mean, he's lined up as the free safety, Todd, and he came from 20 yards deep, made that only a 3-yard gain.
Just a pickup of 3 on the play, 2nd down and 7 from the 38 of Highland. About 8.5 to go. There goes the inside handoff to Tillman. Tillman close to first down yardage. McNorton with the tackle that time. He's there along with number 25, Trenton Blackwell. First time we've called Mr. Blackwell's name.
A lot of pressure on these new players for Lowell. You want to pitch a shutout here. Don't want to give up all the hard work now.
Nope. So 2 receivers deployed. Man in the slot on the right side. Slavin hands off to Tillman. Tillman bounces it outside. Puts his shoulder down. First one there was... Bo Eisen. Oh, he's just doing everything.
Still a great job tonight, Todd, I think, by all the defense of setting the edge, not letting the Trojans get outside on any of these jet sweeps. Tillman tried to bounce that outside on the inside handoff, and Lowell's there. They're playing really great. Like, I think Coach is going to be really happy. Everybody's doing their job tonight.
Coach is never really happy.
Well, he's a coach.
I think Coach might be happy.
Coaches are never really happy.
We're going to say hello to Mrs. Kilmer. Hopefully she's listening. There goes Slavin. Gets to the 2nd level. Trenton Blackwell again on the stop as Jake Slavin gets into Red Devil territory at the 48
Yeah, you can see how strong the young man is. He bounced off of 2 tacklers in the backfield, allowed him to pick up the 3 yards. 4 yards. They gave it to the 48.
Yeah, so it'll be 3rd and 4. 5th play of the drive coming up. Yeah, you do want to, if you're the Lowell defense, you do not want to give up like to see that goose egg up there. Tillman gets around the corner, cuts it back up across the 40-yard line. Eisen again on the tackle, along with Skinner. So the free safety and the strong safety are making the tackles now, Tony. So that means the Hanover. The Highland guys are getting to that 2nd level, which is good to see if you're a Trojan fan.
Tillman's I like this running style. He's low to the ground. He's quick. Great first step. Puts his foot in the ground, turns it upfield.
Going to do it again. Goes off the A-gap left side. Brady Phillips along with Gavin Frederick on that stop. Also in there was Gavin Soto. put the ball at the 30-yard line, so a gain of 7. 2nd down and 3. 7th play of the drive. 5:52 and counting. Eli Robinson, the tight end, off to the right side. Aaron Dondo in the slot. Brother Justin to the top of the screen. Inside handoff goes to Tillman. Tillman again gets out of the arm tackle of Jace Johnson.
Trying to get Tillman his first touchdown of the year.
Yeah. Give the tackle to Gavin Frederick. Ball at the 25-yard line.
So Tillman came tonight with 142 yards on the ground. Right now he's got 15 carries for 63 yards.
Tillman now moves to the right side. Slavin takes the snap, hands to Tillman, comes to the left. Still spinning around. Gavin Frederick was holding on to the back of the jersey that time.
I think he spun around like 3 times there, Todd.
That's the Barry Sanders in him.
He needed one of those tearaway jerseys. I think he's getting a little tired.
That'd be fun to see those again, wouldn't it? Down to the 14-yard line, gain of 9 on the play, so it'll be 2nd down and 1. Oh, excuse me, gain of 11, so it's going to be 1st and 10. Pardon me.
4.5 minutes remaining in this football game.
I think Tillman's getting a little tired.
I think he is. Or dizzy from the 2 spins he took on that last play.
Doubled over. Now he moves to the right side.
Yeah, but he needs that touchdown.
That's right. He's going to take it right up the gut.
Yeah, that was a tired run right there. You could tell that.
Brady Phillips was a beneficiary of him running right into him, along with the help of Jace Johnson.
That he did not have. There's a timeout on the field, Todd.
Timeout called.
Hey, Red Devil fans, the big game is tonight, but before you cheer on Lowell High, why not fuel up at George's? Just across the street from the school, George's is the perfect spot to grab a delicious family meal before heading to the stadium. Whether you're craving a juicy burger, fresh salads, or something sweet, George's has you covered. So come on over, bring your friends and family, let's kick off game night with great food and even better company. Remember, supporting George's is supporting your local community. See you there.
And also, don't forget the good folks at Cowbro Farms. They're a seasonal, complete produce market with seasonal items like sweet corn, watermelon, and cantaloupe. They're located at 17011 Wicker Avenue in Lowell and 1308 North Halleck Street in DeMott. Cowbro Farms is open from 9 to 6 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 5 on Saturday. For more information, check them out on their on their Facebook listing, Cowbro Farm.
Yeah, I really think Coach Gefford's trying to get Jordan Tillman his first touchdown of the year, and he recognized that last run was an exhausted run. So took a timeout, gave his running back a little bit of time to catch his breath and see if they can punch it in the last 4 minutes.
Going off the left side, which is Lynx Bennett and Kobe Durr. Durr also the homecoming
Now they flipped it. Lowell brought somebody extra over to that side.
Just to load it up. They faked it to Tillman. Slavin into the end zone and scores on the 14-yard run for the Trojans. Jake Slavin was not going to be denied that trip to the end zone.
Yeah, and we've seen a lot of Lowell grabbing jerseys tonight. That time they got the T-shirt under the shoulder pads. We're going to need a new one for next week, but couldn't bring him down by the undershirt.
So they will try the extra point. It'll be...
Dude, Justin does everything, doesn't he?
He does. And Jake will do the holding. Snap is back. The hold is down. The kick is up, end over end, and it is good.
Mark Mosley style there, Todd.
That's right. Straight on.
Looking to lead with purpose. Rooted Influence by Ryan Lutz is the game changer you've been waiting for. Dive into the gripping story of a football coach determined to prove his doubters wrong and a former quarterback struggling to reclaim his life. Together they discover the true essence of leadership. Rooted Influence, a journey of resilience, redemption, and finding the root of lasting leadership. Whether you're on the field or off, this book will inspire you to lead with impact. Get your copy today. Available on Amazon or go to RyanSpencerLutz.com for more information.
So 5 minutes and 50 seconds off the clock, a 9-play, 65-yard drive. It was Jake Slavin, a 14-yard run into the end zone. His brother added the extra point. It's Lowell 41, Highland 7.
Hey, Todd, this upset scoreboard update brought to you by the 2024 Indiana Football Digest. Order your copy today at indianafootballdigest.com. You see what I did there? I built interest, little tease.
Look at that.
Not happening.
Oh.
Valpo has tied it up on a 2-point conversion with 1:48 left. Chesterton 14, Valpo 14. Now, is it at the Brickyard or is it at Andream?
That I don't know.
The Brickies have a lead 7-0. And Hanover has pulled away from KV. Score is currently 34-20 with 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Wow.
So a great job by Kankakee Valley right there. That was a tight ball game for a long time. I wonder if it was a defensive score that
changed
it, or a long run by your guy, Caden Verrett. Verrett.
I went with Verrett. That's where I was going. So.
I will go wherever you go.
Teeing it up is Justin.
Oh! And another flag. That was a headshot.
That was definitely a headshot. Great job by number 54, Dane Brooker.
So the line judge threw a flag. The umpire threw a flag from 20 yards downfield. And then the two guys on the other side of the field, just for good measure, threw a flag.
You know, Dane Brooker, let me give him his props. He is a 5'6", 150-pound freshman getting his first hit, and he is going to get everybody's going to tap that helmet as he comes over there because he
not too hard though.
That's right. He got away late, but he hung on to it. I mean that's a game ball right there, man.
Oh man, he took it.
Kick off, hold. I'm going to say it. Kick off, hold on to.
Yeah, that's a helmet sticker right there. I think they're talking about an ejection right now, really.
Yeah, no
honestly.
kidding. I mean, Justin Slavin had a full head of steam. Well, no, he didn't because he was kicking it.
Well, but he still had, there was a lot of momentum going forward.
Yeah. Gutierrez is going to get
everybody but the white hat threw a flag on that just because. The side judge on the far side tested out his arm, made it all the way from the sideline to inside the right hash mark.
So they're figure it out.
They're going to come talk to coach. I think they're going to eject him. Is he missed next week's game then, or?
That's a good question. I'm not sure if he's, how that plays out, but that would be a huge blow to these Highland Trojans because.
We're stopped. I'm not sure so there's 1:20 left on the game clock. So 2 more plays for Lowell, 2 kneel downs.
Yeah, they have
Gutierrez is going to come and kneel down.
They have to go to Andrean next week for another NCC game. Slavin's out there talking to the back judge. Gefford is talking to the defensive coach.
He can't lose his second best player next. It was egregious, but yeah, he's ejected.
He's done. Personal foul. Yep. That was the boos are going to come down, but
the problem was it was just high.
Right, it was a high hit.
It was helmet to helmet, and then shoulder to helmet, and just frustration, I think, for Justin. And
yeah. Well, that's both of the Slavin brothers with the personal fouls, so he's going to have to head toward the locker room, and that will bring in Gavin Gutierrez at the helm for the Red Devils. 1 of 2 on the season for 34 yards, 3 carries, 15 yards. Gutierrez rolls to his left. It's around the corner. Ashcraft gets a stiff arm on Logan Ashcraft. Gets around the corner. Under a minute to play. Get down to the 31-yard line. So it's 2nd down and 3.
And this will be the last play of the ball game, Todd.
So the Red Devils are going to come again and spoil homecoming here at Highland. Here goes the handoff. Cut back. Flag flies.
No, come on. Holding? No.
Trenton Blackwell with the carry. Yeah, I think we're good to go, my friend. Good to go. The frustration level is high.
Pushing the back.
Pushing the back. Clock continues to wind. That's going to be the end of the ball game, ladies and gentlemen. So, triple zeros on the board. The Red Devils come to Highland and get away with a victory. We'll take our final timeout, wrap things up here on JED TV and the Regional Radio Sports Network. Back right after these messages.
Dr. John Szymanski is an exclusive Lumineers dentist. He can give you a dramatic new smile without the painful tooth grinding of traditional veneers. Lumineers porcelain veneers painlessly and permanently create perfect smiles without dreadful shots or removal of painful tooth structure. Whether your teeth are stained, unevenly spaced, or crooked, even if you have crowns or bridge work, Lumineers eliminate the trauma of invasive dental procedures to bring you a dramatically more beautiful smile. Contact Dr. John Szymanski today at 219-756-2345 and mention that you heard this ad to receive a special discount at Forest Ridge Family Dentistry.
Is anybody going to the game Friday night?
If you're having a bad day because of bad coverage, call Premier Group, or we'll block you from disaster.
Blue 42! Premier Group! Premier Group! Hut! Hut!
The Premier Insurance Group, Auto, Home, Business, Life. Jim Langen, owner, 829 East Commercial Avenue in Lowell, Indiana. Call them at 219-695-3031 or email them at jlangen@premiergrpins.com.
Todd Kibbe, Tony McHale, and Alfonso Royal here, wrapping things up at the Zip. Every other year we get to come here. We really enjoy it. And the Red Devils certainly enjoyed it too. 41-7, victory over the Highland Trojans. Go back to the keys of the game, play some defense, special team play. That last play
Woo, special teams
by
play.
number 54 again. Give him a shout-out, Dane Brooker. The freshman held on to the ball as the Trojans tried an onside kick. Special teams held. Offensive, you got to get some points. They got a lot of points. A lot in the first half, 4 scores in the first half, shutting out the Trojans through 3, and they scored late, but it's been all Red Devils here tonight.
Yeah, Todd, it's and very well balanced. Brody Kowinski, 14 carries, 106 yards. Caden Thompson, 19 carries, 117 yards. 3 rushing touchdowns, 2 passing touchdowns, the pick 6. You joke that coach is never happy. Coaches are never happy, but this was the game he was looking for, right? The defense showed up, played well. The offense showed up, played well. And not compared to Highland, compared to the expectation that you had for yourself.
Exactly.
You didn't make a ton of mistakes. There weren't a lot of offensive penalties, not a lot of defensive penalties. No big plays out of Highland. You didn't let Justin Slavin get free for anything. You attacked everything at the line of scrimmage on defense. I think this is probably the best performance we've seen from Lowell in a year and a half.
Yeah, I would agree. Throughout last year, this was a well-played, complete football game. So let's go with our players of the game. I'm going with your guy.
I'm going with Bo Eisen. I think you have to.
The sophomore.
Offensive touchdown, defensive touchdown, pick 6. That deserves some credit. It deserves a lot of credit.
17-yard hookup between Brody and Eisen at the 9:44 mark of the second frame. And then with just under 11 minutes to go here in the fourth, a pick 6. I'm calling it 52 yards. I don't really know, but I know it was more than 50. Into the end zone for the score. So Bo Eisen is our Regional Radio Sports and JED TV player of the game, and not for the Highland side.
I think you have to go with Jake Slavin. He played a heck of a football game. Just continued to run the ball. Had zero time to throw anything. He was always getting chased. Just a sophomore. I think he's going to be a great football player in the NCC.
And there goes our camera. So that'll say, we want to thank all the good folks at Lowell High School, Athletic Director Patty McCormick, Assistant AD Mike Madley, Secretary Karen Mize, and, of course, head coach Keith Kilmer. The good folks here at Highland, Ben Geffert, AD Ryan Harrington, and the entire Trojan Athletic Department. Tanya Condry, Fred Maxey at the Regional Radio Sports Nerve Center back on Yearling, collecting, compiling, and collaborating on all the scores tonight. And always want to thank the Red RSN's chairman of the board, Paul Condry, and CEO Mike Knezovich. Next week, week 6, the end of the second third of the season, we'll see the Red Devils head back to the Inferno to battle the Brickies of Hobart High in another NCC game. Highland will head to 5959 Broadway in Maryville to meet up with the 59ers of Andran. Once again, the final score, Red Devils 41, Highland Trojans 7. Lowell picks up win 2 in week 5, closing in on 500 with a 2-3 record, and will get one win in the Northwest Crossroads Conference and pull even at 1-1 in conference play. While Highland stumbles here at home, drops to 1-4 under first-year coach Geffert, still looking for that first victory in the NCC, still 0-2. Tonight's broadcast of Lowell Red Devil football and Northwest Indiana Crossroads Conference action on JED TV and Regional Radio Sports Network. Regional Radio Sports. JED TV, RSN.com video, Facebook Live, and Regional Radio Sports Network. LSA is presented by Laborers District Council and the affiliated local unions. We are LIUNA. State Farm Insurance, like good neighbor, State Farm is there. Ivy Tech, Lake County, locations in Crown Point, East Chicago, and Gary. The U.S. Marines, Engravables in Valparaiso. Horizon Bank with 8 branches in Porter and LaPorte counties. McCullough Implement Company. State Farm agent Aaron Shirkey. Miranchito Restaurant, Langan Realty, George's Restaurant, Donald J. Smith, Calbro Farms, Cubit Networks, Powers Health, Premier Insurance Group,